Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who haven't been here before, my name is Tony Lynn, and today we have a pick a card for you guys. This pick a card is going to be about what trauma are you healing in your bloodline, okay? He's going to also be seeing as generational curses, but we're going to get deeper into that. But please know that there is also music messages that I will be given throughout each reading. So please be sure to go down in the description box and check out that song for yourself so you can get further inspiration, more messages from the music for yourself. Okay, so I decided to do this reading because I feel like a lot of us are pretty much being called to heal trauma that's been embedded down in our DNA and passed down through generation to generation, okay? Our ancestors, they choose a few people from out of our bloodline to heal and clear up some of their karma, okay? We are ancestors. We're healing from our own lessons, and we're also cleaning up past lessons from past lives and also things that our ancestors experiences, okay? So pay attention to, some of the things, the repetitive things that's happening throughout your family. And this doesn't mean for you to physically go and try to change them. You choose to do something in a totally different way, and that just transforms the karma, the cycle, the path of your whole lineage that will come behind you. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so your ancestors are ready for your family to level up in some way. Our ancestors have struggled enough in their lives so that we could have more, so that we could be more, and so that we can do more. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown as to why I decided to do this reading. Let's get into it. This is already getting long enough, and my readings are usually pretty long. So anyway, let's get to our pile. So right here we have the crystal. This is pile number 1. This is the crystal rhodonite, pretty pink color. So it's pile number 1. Here we have pile number 2. This is pyrite. Pile number 3. This is amazonite. And pile number 4. This is the sodalite crystal, pretty blue color. Okay, so go ahead, pause this, and choose your pile, and going down to the timestamps, find your pile down there, click on it, and it'll take you right to your message. And also, if you guys feel like you are drawn to any other pile, please go ahead and check that out. It might be another message in there. And if it doesn't resonate with you, take only what resonates and leave the rest. Once again, pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. And I will meet you guys at your pile. Okay, pile number 1, if you guys chose the rhodonite crystal, this is your pile. And I'm just gonna say right away, I haven't looked at any of these cards. The stuff for these first 3, they're the only ones that's flipped over. I haven't looked at any of your other cards. I pre-shuffled for time's sake. And I also have 2 songs for you. But before I get to the songs, I'm going to go ahead and get this going and start flipping cards over. But I'm also feeling like heart chakra energy. Like my heart is feeling fear. It's like tight. It's pain, little bit of pain. Anxiety, I don't know, but I am feeling something in my heart space. But here, the first cards that came out is I have a third eye card here. I want to see if I can get these to sit up. That's okay. I'll leave it there. So I have third eye. I have the root chakra. And then I have creativity. Okay, so I ask, what is it? What trauma are you, Power One, healing in your bloodline? And also, like, what are some of the lessons that you have been experiencing around this trauma? Okay, hiding your true self. Huh. We have the third eye here. And not to mention, this is, you can see all of this red here, this red right here. And then you have the root chakra here. The root chakra is also red, and the root chakra is about feeling safe and secure. So it's kind of like not feeling safe enough. Maybe your lineage, because I don't want to get into breaking this down as if this is you, but maybe your lineage, they didn't feel safe enough to be themselves, to show who they truly were. So let's read the third eye card. If I could remember the young lady who created this pile, these cards, I'll leave it in the description box. But these are cards that are geared towards generational healing and generational curses that are running through bloodlines. So these cards are specifically for the topic of generational curses and generational trauma. Okay, so it says the third eye manages our ability to see our reality from a higher perspective and to visualize, which is a powerful tool for ancestral healing. Your ancestors could have had a blocked third eye due to religious programming, chemical warfare, and mass traumas. This card indicates a need to add more emphasis on your third eye through clearing techniques and balancing in order to access higher dimensions of awareness, as well as more powerful visualizations that can enhance your practice and life overall. And then we have the root chakra here also. Root chakra is our connection to the earth, the material world, and it controls our connection to our primal needs, our safety, security, and survival. Okay, factors such as finances can create generational blockages within our root chakra that can manifest as an overemphasis on the material realm. Okay, in the material world. This could also indicate a need to focus on more grounding. There could be an overabundance of mental or emotional energy in your lineage. Okay. And that says downcast pride. It's so funny because these look like, this is the root chakra, and these look like roots right here coming down into the heart space. And also I feel like there is blockage, the blockages is coming from around the heart space. And then these also look like roots or growing out of the crown chakra also. Let's keep going first before I go too deep. Here it says the lotus. This is the creativity card. So there's generational trauma around creativity as well. It says the lotus itself blossoms out of deep bodies of mud, indicating that the creative process is one that requires us to be comfortable with darkness and the unknown. Also being comfortable with ourselves also, okay? This card indicates a need to re-engage with our creativity in a healthy way and engage in processes that allow our creativity to flourish naturally, okay? And now we have this is a lot of material energy. This is a lot of, we have envious gluttony, we have downcast pride, and then we have hiding your true self. There's red in all of these. These are very lower level or lower chakra lessons that your family probably experienced, because creativity, that is the, so you have the root chakra is the first chakra, and the sacral chakra rules over your creativity. That's the second chakra. You have them right next to each other. Let me see what this card is. This jumped out. This just stood out to me. More red. Look at that. So this is kind of telling me that your lineage, your family, there's some trauma around money. The way that they viewed money, maybe it could have been like lack mindset. But then again, this card says Queen of My World. And it says pride. This might actually be kind of like it's giving me like put up on a pedestal type energy. This it's giving me like greed. It's almost like Leo energy. It's like I'm the queen of my world. I know what I'm worth. It's like the shadow version of Leo. It's like there were issues around greed. I feel like maybe your family could have come from money, but somewhere down the line, like money started to rule over everything or get the best of the family. Like money became the root. Well, it's like the root, money, the root of all evil type thing. Money became more important than anything. We have pride. I'm seeing pride. Pride. I'm seeing pride, envious, being envious of what other people have, or feeling like other people are envious of what you have. Gluttony. This is like giving me greed. But this here, hiding your true self, that's giving me like shame, the energy of shame. So it makes me feel like, it almost makes me feel like this should go here and this should go here. Like this is you. And so it's like your family could have been very respected, well known, respected, come from money. Look how it's like it's almost like it's the first and the last chakra with nothing in between. Because this stone is definitely about the heart. I was feeling like blockage or pain in the heart. It's like there is no heart here. It's just the head. It's like the head and the root, nothing in between. It's almost giving like king energy, like very wise ruler. I don't know. Let's flip over some more of these cards, but I almost feel like this is like royalty here, but the shadow side of royalty, the darker side of royalty. Like your family may have had it all, but what they did with that money created some kind of heavy karma. And here it is almost looking like to me like this is you. You may be ashamed of this energy of the greed and being so focused on material things. You may actually have this going on in your family, but let's get surrender to effortless. Let's get some more cards. Surrender to trust. Okay, so I feel like these are the lessons that you are learning now. Like, cause I'm hearing like, cause it says Queen of My World. Like the queen is usually isolated from the people. At least she looks like, huh, I'm in my own world. Look how it looks icy back there. Like I'm in my own world. I'm protecting my domain. I wish somebody would come in and try to take what I got. Like, you know, I'm that bitch. It's given I'm that bitch type energy. But that's crazy because it's almost like this could be her. And so it's almost like you have this inside of you, like you have this queen energy inside of you, but for some reason, the cycles that have gone on in your lineage, it's like you were ashamed of that. So you try not to be that person. But it's like deep down, you are that queen. It's almost like you turned away from your power. Like your family had a lot of power. I feel like intuitive power also. There's a sun around her head. Maybe something happened to cause shame and kind of like bring shame to the family, to take your family off of their, I would say, pedestal. But red is like power. You come from a wealthy, powerful lineage, but I feel like you yourself do not subscribe to that. Do not know how powerful you are. Like, it's almost like you don't stand in your own power because of, like, there could be like shame, subconscious shame. This is giving me like Saturn in the eighth house energy, because the eighth house rules over money, other people's money. But it's almost like there's restrictions put on you. Like, you might come across or experience lots of lessons about not getting caught up in material things. You yourself might feel like money makes people evil, so you want nothing to do with it. But it's almost like it is your birthright. Just because your family messed up their opportunities to be powerful and wealthy, even though they messed it up, your ancestors are choosing you to break this cycle because they know that you have a good heart. You're being trusted. One of the songs that I got was a money mantra. It's called Money Mantra by Moonlight Scorpio. And she has Scorpio, Moonlight Scorpio. So it's like Scorpio moon. Yes, that eighth house energy. And this is a full moon right here, and it's red. Red is the color of passion, and it's also jealous. It's a very jealous energy also, that Scorpio energy. So there might be like a lot of like jealousy and fighting over money in your lineage. But so you might not have a good relationship with money, but there's some healing that needs to be done inside of you around money. You are meant to have money. Your family, your lineage is meant to have money and to have power. But to be given and trusted with those things again, you have to know how to wield that power in a more balanced and I want to say like respectful way. Like I wrote down, attracted money easy. And here we have surrender to effortlessness, surrender to trust, surrender to receiving love and support. It's like you're totally running away from this energy, but like your ancestors don't want you to run away from. I feel like this pile is going to be drawn to another pile. I already see it. I could see it merging throughout some of the other crystals, but it's almost like you're afraid of being successful, being a leader, being powerful, being abundant. And I'm guessing because you see what it does to people. You see with what power does to people. It makes you not trust people because there could have been, as I said, fighting over money. So you may not trust family or people easily because there are endless scenarios that you can give around being burnt with people with money. Okay, you could have been burnt, or you could have watched other family members burn other family members with money and just do like, some of the worst things in the name of money. Most families have this, but in your family, like, is one of the main things that wants to be pointed out. Okay, because we still have the creativity card up there too. So your family might also be highly creative. They might be known for being highly creative. But because I'm also getting like fear of success, so many people in your family might want to have success, be successful with creative endeavors, but are finding themselves blocked or only being able to go but so far because of this energy of greed. Could also be like I'm feeling like a spoiled, like she just looks like well, this is definitely going to be you. This has to become you. Your ancestors, they like, you can do it. Your heart is pure. You could handle this energy without, becoming manipulative with people and trying to overpower people. Let me flip over more of these cards. Queen of my world. That's like selfish energy. Selfishness, greed, pride, power struggles. It's giving me all of that energy. Yeah, because this would be the opposite of selfishness here. Support and love and trust. Yeah, you might not trust people because of these things. The reason why they could have this mentality is because maybe they were taken advantage of. It's kind of a hurt people type thing. Well, of course, it's like in the bloodline. So it's like it keeps repeating itself. It keeps repeating itself. It's like self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like, nah, I can't trust people. People shady. They only out for this and that. So it's like, because you feel that way, you keep drawing people into your life to prove that that's true for you, And not necessarily, that don't even have to be you, but that could be like your family. So it's like it just keeps breeding the energy of mistrust. Kind of like, fuck people, I don't need people type thing. All I need to do is get my money and do what the fuck I want to do. Not understanding, like, at some point you do need people in this world. It's like it's like choosing money over family. Yeah, this is definitely you. So these cards right here, I was asking, like, so what are you experiencing because of this trauma that's going on through the bloodline? What have been your experience because of it? And as I said, I see you over here. It says we're all mad here. Everyone's a little different. Like, I feel like you don't resonate with that. Like, you're ashamed of how some of your family acts over money. And you might feel like they look at you strange because you don't feel the same way. And you may also choose not to be around that energy. And you might not trust them, as I said, because they may have, out of greed, burnt you over money. But I feel like your opportunities to trust people, to have true support and true loving relationships and friendships or whatever, I feel like you're going to have opportunities for authentic people to come and show you what real support and real love is, unconditionally. And you'll learn to trust again. And what is this? Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force. And there might be a block there may actually be, you might be very creative yourself. And there might be people envious about it. People jealous over your creative abilities. But I feel like your root chakra, because your root chakra is blocked and off balance, it's blocking your ability to create effortlessly something around your root chakra. So there's some healing that needs to take place around the ideas that you have about money. I don't know, you might be feeling like you need to work hard to get what you have, when in reality you've earned the right. Not even they've earned the right, because we feel like, our ancestors, they put in a lot of work for us so that we don't have to do so much in our lifetime or in our generation. But they're saying that because you're different, you came in with a totally different mission. It's almost like you came in not really having anything to do with this karma, but you have, maybe in other lifetimes, maybe, but you could have turned that around. Somehow you came in with a whole different mindset and want no part of the negative energy, you know, around money, the fighting over money and stuff. So they're saying like you've earned the right to have money come to you, to be abundant and have it come to you easy. You don't have to work so hard. You don't have to have that hustle mentality. Yeah, getting to know the new you. Yeah, like, and this is more red here. It's almost like you're totally wiping out that whole energy for your lineage, for your yeah, for your ancestors. You're wiping all of that clear because you don't believe in any of that, and you're choosing to walk away from that and walk your own path. I feel like you're going to be abundant because of it, but I just feel like they're like, look, all must, so this is people pleasing energy. All must have prizes. Not believing in yourself. Maybe because you just feel so different. And you feel unsupported because you just see life differently. And your family, your physical family that's here, they probably feel like you judge them. Like maybe they feel like you feel like you're better than them, you know, because you don't do things the way that they do. So they might, you know, side eye you, or just don't give you any support at all. They just don't acknowledge you, recognize you, because you don't indulge in these things. They don't relate to you. But like it's messing with your self-esteem. It's okay to choose another path. I'm gonna get to the song in a minute, but I want to finish flipping these cards here. The Hangman. And then we have, you need some fun in your life. Why's that flip? Three of Cups. Yeah. You're wanting support though. And that support is going to come. You're creating a whole new path. Look at that. Try something new. You are all of this newness. Like, there are new people going to come in that's going to make you feel loved and supported, and they're going to celebrate you. So you're here to learn who you are in this life outside of your family. Who are you outside of your family? Look, try something new. Hiding your true self. And maybe for a long time you felt like you couldn't even express to your family, like, maybe you felt like you couldn't tell them, like, yo, this is not cool. There's a lot of dope energy coming in for you. Like, you're figuring things out. Yeah, things are changing. Like, you're moving away from feeling like you need to do what your family want you to do, trying to please your family, because people pleasing is blocking your creativity also. Then we have the Queen of Swords reversed. I'm feeling like with the Queen of Swords being reversed, it's almost like you cut yourself off from the world. You cut yourself off from the family, of course, because you don't trust anybody. You don't talk to anybody. Like, you're on guard, and you might be seen as being a little cold and everything. You might feel like people don't care what you have to say anyway, so it's given like cold. It's like heart blockage. Just like I'm closing off my heart. And I feel like on top of the shame, it's not just shame. I feel like you're sad, you know. Of course, we naturally wish that our families would get along, because they're, like I said, there's probably fighting and stuff going on in your family. Even probably competition also. Competition over what people have. You know, I got this, and oh, she thinks she this because she got that, or whatever. It might even be a lot of that going on in your family. But like I said, I was feeling like tightness in my heart. I feel like that's changing. And this is also another queen. Yo, this is the queen. This is the queen. She has a sword. This is Queen of Sword energy also. And I said this is you, but here is upright. It's upright, even though it's like the darker traits. But even though she's like abusing her power, this queen, yours is here is flipped upside down. It's almost like I don't want nothing to do with it. But it's like hiding your true self. Truly, even though you're trying to act like you don't want this power, it is you. It's a part of your birthright. You were born into that, like, I want to say like royalty energy. So it is you. But it's switch your style up. It's going to be turned upright soon. I feel like you're learning that you're being guided into changing how you view not only money and not only your issues around trust, but how you view power. Because power, when done right, can be used for good. I kind of think of like a king who rules over a whole village. When you're ruling over people anyway, period. When you come from a place of power, you have to have a clear mind and a clear heart. You want to lead and rule with compassion. Like you actually want people to follow you. It's not even about ruling. Like you want people to follow you because they love and respect you. They know what you're about. They trust you to lead them to into better things, you know? So it's okay to have power. It's just like, what are you doing with that power? Are you manipulating people for your own gain with that power? Or are you trying to help lead these people into better life? These people that you are clearly above, that people that are at a disadvantage when it comes to you. You have more than them and you know that you do, but you don't throw it in the less fortunate's face. Like you don't do that. But you know that. So it's okay to have power. Power is okay. And I think they want you to understand that. You're going to learn to trust again. Look at her. The heart is just blocked away when it's flipped up. It's like it's a time and place to have your emotions, because maybe your family, that red is like very passionate, aggressive energy. So maybe you've witnessed, as I said, a lot of fighting and arguing and stuff like that. A lot of like heated emotions and everything going on in your family. So you're going to know how to, like, you are very that with that third eye card up there, so like you're very intuitive already. So crown chakra already balanced. I'm sure you already know how to block your emotions, but your heart is going to be opened again, and you're going to learn to keep them level versus feeling like you have to cut it off all the way completely. You're going to learn to open it up and use it when it's needed, and then push it to the side when it's not needed. So right now, everything that you have experienced have kind of taught you to protect your heart and close off your heart. Because remember, this was flipped upside down. It's almost like, even though you locked up your heart, but it's like all the water, like all your emotions were still really chaotic inside of you. You weren't expressing them, but they were still there. Other people probably could actually feel that you had a lot going on inside of you, because it's like she's still wearing her heart on, like that red. She's still wearing her emotions, but it's like her face, on her face, it's like blank. So people probably could still feel that energy coming from you. And that's because your emotions were like taken over in the inside. You probably think that you're hiding them, but it's creating a lot of like blockages. Of could have created, it definitely created creative blockages in your life. But you experiencing all the things that you have around trust and support and money and all of that, you were learning through these experiences how to master your emotions and not allow them to rule over you. Okay, you're learning to, because it looked like you had to spend some time to yourself, just analyzing things and thinking about life or whatever. And you're learning what balanced emotions actually look like, what it looks like to have balance, to have not just balanced emotions, but how to have your mind and your heart balanced. That's what it is. Yeah, you're learning to balance your heart and your mind, because this is queen energy. This means that you are becoming a leader, and you have some wisdom to share that you need to communicate. Like, she's in thought, like she knows what she knows. She's very wise from, a lot of the harsh experiences that she's had over life. Oh, I mean, through her life. And right now she's just like contemplating. She's contemplating, thinking about things. She's watching over things, and she's being guided. I feel like you've learned boundaries also. Like, you've learned a lot of lessons because of this. So you were meant to learn how to create healthy boundaries around your heart also. Because it's like, yeah, my heart is still there. I have it closed off because I got things that I need to do. And if you try me, I will come and cut you down. I'll cut you down with words, whatever. Like, I'm not allowing y'all to come and dictate what I need to do with my life. But I do have emotions. I can see what's going on out here in the world. I'm empathetic to it, but I just have a more balanced way of seeing and handling what's going on out there in the world. It's almost like you rose above like all the drama, because that looks like drama, like all that black down there. Like it's almost like you rose above a lot of this drama, and it's like now you're figuring out what to do with all that you know. You're learning to be a leader, like wise counsel. You're going to be counseling people through, probably, don't have to be, because we also have creativity up there, but it could be through family situations also. Like, but you're learning to be direct. You're learning to see things in a more healthy way. But in the meantime, you need a break, and you need some playtime. Like, they're wanting you to help balance out this energy, because remember, this is still flipped upside down right now. In order to, open that heart up some. Like, you're safe. I'm hearing that you're safe. You're safe. You don't have to be so closed up anymore. You're safe. And when things come around that need to be handled, you're going to handle that. You're safe. It's safe for you to go out and enjoy life and play, because this is what's going to open up that root chakra and that sacral chakra. Okay, and allow you to stand in your power and the truth of who you really are, without really caring about what your family thinks of it. Like, you are getting the green light from your ancestors to step away from all of that family drama too. I don't know if the shame is there, but I don't know if there's any guilt around walking away from that stuff and choosing to see and do things differently. Now let's get to the song that I actually pulled for you guys, or that came up for you guys. Is actually Brown Skin Girl by Beyonce. This song was giving me so much loving energy. It's almost like your ancestors are very protective of you. Like, it's motherly energy coming through. Because I have written down here, feeling like your back is against the world, feeling like you have no one. Maybe no one tells you that you're beautiful, and also that they love you and that they support you. But your ancestors are like this motherly energy. It's like they wish that you can see yourself the way that they see you. Like, how powerful and beauty, how, first of all, how beautiful you are, how powerful your beauty is, how beautiful you are inside and out, and how when you walk into a room, your whole presence, your energy shifts everything in the room. So you are meant to yeah, this is giving me Scorpio energy. So you are like what I like to call like a walking transformer. Like the energy that you have automatically shifts and transforms things just by you being you walking in a space. Like that's how powerful you are, and that's how much they want you, how powerful they want you to know that you are. They want you to see the beauty in yourself and start to love everything about yourself. And don't be ashamed of your past, because all of that was meant to bring you to the successful person that you are going to become, the successful leader that you are going to become, the level-headed leader that you are going to come, the caring, empathetic leader that you are going to become, the teacher that you are going to become, the wise one. Okay? All of these things were to teach you, just to show you, because you already knew what wasn't right. So you were here learning what it is that you don't want, what you do want, what you would accept in your life, what you're not going to accept in your life. Like it's teaching you, put your foot down and then show everybody else, just by being a living example that that stuff ain't cool. And then you just show them how life is really meant to be lived, you know? Okay, so I have here learning and knowing your worth in this world as a woman, if you're a woman, or as a man. I have like a lot of feminine energy coming through, like breaking the pattern or learning the power of your feminine energy as a man and a woman or a woman. Okay, breaking the pattern of being insecure, either about who you are or your looks, also. If you've been doubting that you are beautiful, your ancestors are saying that you are so beautiful inside and out. Your soul is beautiful. And like I said, when I was channeling this energy, I felt like this motherly energy coming through, that, you know, I feel like they dedicated this song to you. Brown skin girl, skin just like pearls. So pearls might also be significant to you. Oh, and it says, you're the best thing in the world. They would not trade you for anything. So if you feel like you're disappointing anybody in the family because you choose not to participate in that stuff, they're saying absolutely not. We're proud of you. Don't worry about them. How they like, we got them. Don't worry about them. We're proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, you're on the right path. They would never trade you for anybody in the world. So when you're feeling like your back is up against the world, you're feeling like you don't feel safe, like you have no support, you can't do it, they have your back, and they are helping you to manifest people. And I'm getting chills. And they're helping you to manifest people into your life who are also going to have your back also. And like I said, when you walk into a room, like, you shift the whole atmosphere in a room. Okay, it's like people notice, even if they pretend that they don't know, because they don't want you to know. You have a very unique style about you too. You have, like, you have queen energy. You probably intimidate people too, not knowingly, but it's just in you. It's just a part of you, that queen energy. People know who you are. They can feel your energy. They may pretend that they don't, because they may not want you to know. They're intimidated by the energy that you have. But your ancestors are wanting you, they want you to know the power that you have and that you hold. They want you to recognize it and move into it, so that this queen can get flipped up. Like, they're like, like, you're so freaking smart. Like, you're so freaking intelligent. They're amazed at, like, what you're able to do with your mind, just with your mind alone. And that's why we have, like, surrender to effortlessness, because to me that's showing me like you're a powerful manifester. Like, you're able to do so much with your mind. You don't even have to work hard for nothing. If you feel like, if you have been working hard, like, you can take that trust that you feel like you don't have to give to your family, and put it in your ancestors, and put it into the spiritual realm. Put it into your spirit guides, okay? That is going to be you. Tap into them more, because that third eye, your third eye is opening. if it's already opening, like it's about to bust wide open, okay? You might be psychic, especially if you have like Scorpio moon or Scorpio moon, Cancer moon, Pisces moon. You are totally psychic. This might be a lot of water signs and air signs because your root chakra is unbalanced or blocked. So I'm getting more water. But yeah, so this energy can show up in two different ways. Either it could be the ones wielding the power and abusing that power against people, or it could be it could show up as women being overpowered and being manipulated and abused by others who have more power, okay? So the women in your lineage may have also not felt seen, heard, and valued in the world. So they want you to learn and own your value. Add tax on that. Learn your value and pipe it up, pump it up more. Because what you think you are, you still don't have any idea. It's even greater than that. So don't be ashamed to add on to that. Step into your ego a little more. It's okay. And then stand in that truth. Okay. Love yourself before giving love to anyone else. That's going to help you to learn to trust your own self again and trust your own judgments and not feel like you have to be so guarded and protected about your heart. And the song says, the men are going to fall in love with you in all your glory. Not just men, people. Keep dancing. They can't control you. They watch and they all adore you. And if ever you are in doubt of who you are, remember that mama told you when your back's up against the world, I'll never trade you for anybody else. And that is oh man, that's so beautiful. Oh, I'm getting chills going down my neck, like, but I've got chills on both sides. So it's like I feel like you're bringing into balance that masculine and feminine energy perfectly, and then you're going to teach others, share what you know, teach others how to do this as well. Look at that. It's never too late to start over. You have to trust in the magic of new beginnings. They are waiting for you. Notice them, seize them, and appreciate all that you have. Just relax and trust. Remember, surrender to effortlessness. So stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force. So just, calling up that feminine energy and using that is your power source right now. Trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what you should do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. You are on the right path, honey. And allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you, but your ancestors and your guides are nurturing you from afar, but not from afar. They're right there, okay? And I definitely want you to go ahead and listen to Beyonce so you could feel all that love and energy. Allow a Beyonce to sing to you as if that is your great grandmother singing to you from the spirit realm, okay? And money mantra, I really want you to listen to that so you can get that abundance flowing into you that you so deserve, okay? And until next time, peace. All right, pile number 2. If you chose the pyrite crystal, then this is your reading. Okay, so right off, I just want to say I already pre-shuffled. As you can see, I haven't looked at any of the cards yet. Also, if you guys were drawn to another pile, please feel free to go ahead and check that out. This reading is about what trauma are you currently healing in your bloodline, and also some of the things that you could be experiencing that's related to this trauma that you are currently healing for your bloodline. Okay, so right here we have I have 4 cards that are based around generational trauma. And the first card that I have now, usually I've only been pulling 3 cards, but yours came out 4. So Most of your spread has more cards. But I have earth offerings here. Our ancestors are within the earth as much as they are within us. A powerful practice includes utilizing the dirt from an ancestor's grave in your practices. This also includes obtaining certain gemstones and planting them in places where trauma occurred for our ancestors or where they consistently aggregated in order to transmute the energy into a higher vibrational force. So, this might be, some of you guys might actually have to do deeper work, or might be being asked to go a little deeper, even as far as to creating an altar. But if this resonated with you, maybe actually going to gravesite of your ancestors, but still in all, knowing that your ancestors, they do not reside inside of that cemetery. They are always with you. I don't know if somebody needed to hear that. Okay, so we also have restrictions. So your bloodline can deal with issues around feeling restricted. And I'm hearing frustrations, and it caused a lot of frustration. This is giving me like rebellious energy right here also, because they look like they striking. They're like, oh, we're not going for it. So maybe oh yeah, because then we have courage right here. So maybe your lineage probably have been blocked from different things, causing some kind of fear on some sides, and then frustration and anger, causing people wanting to lash out in another sense or whatever. Oh, this say prepare for battle. This is fighting for something. But I know either way, I know your answers are like, they're pushing you to keep going. Don't give up, whatever this is. It says restrictions can range from individual restrictions, such as blocked self expression, to societal restrictions, such as Jim Crow and failed immigration's policies. Many of our ancestors experienced a range of restrictions that manifest for us today as energy blockages, okay? And debilitated willpower and fear of risk taking and the unknown. So, this is definitely about taking risks, because here we have courage right here. So there may have been fears to break out. There may have been fears coming from your ancestors, which is natural anyway. Because if you go back to like slavery time, our ancestors were pretty much in survival mode. Like they were busy trying to survive so that their grandchildren could not only survive but thrive. So it's not much that it was a lot of things that just wasn't out of just was out of their hands, and they weren't able to do because of the this is now my I wasn't tongue twisted, and I wasn't moving so fast. This is fast energy here. Like I cannot catch my tongue. Like I feel like I was talking slow in the first reading. It's like this one is like it's moving, okay? So it says many of our ancestors experienced a range of restrictions that manifest for today as energy blockages, debilitating willpower, and fear of risk taking and the unknown. This card could also indicate an ancestor that your ancestors was a part of creating restrictions for other individuals and groups, and that karma is affecting you now. So this can go either way. And then we have courage over here. This card indicates your ancestors are calling on you to cultivate courage as you are about to enter a battle, whether it be spiritual, mental, or emotional. You are guided and protected from lower vibrational forces. Okay, and then we have separation over here. I'm going to say separation as in separating yourself from anything that's holding you back from doing whatever it is that you need to do. This could also be separation as in divorces. There may have been like a lot of separation and divorces from marriages and relationships in your family. Maybe even not wanting to fight, just walking away. Okay, so I'm guessing it said this card represents the unwanted separation and lack of contact from those we love and cherish. It can also indicate divorces, yeah. And this could be missing your loved ones also. But when it can also indicate divorces, forced migration, and neglect. So when this card appears, your ancestors experience some form of separation that is still influencing you on a subconscious level. The impacts of this could be codependency or avoidant behaviors. Running. That's why I was saying, like, not wanting to fight, not wanting to push through for the sake of whatever, or maybe they're saying don't push through for the sake of other people. But we're going to flip these cards over and see what else is coming. Pride. I feel like this pile is connected to another pile. The temple of my body. I won't cry for you. Yeah, this is relationships. Sacrifice. So this is giving me feminine energy. This is giving me the feminine part aspects of your bloodline. I'm feeling like staying in relationships too long, sacrificing too much of themselves, not having the courage, feeling restricted and not having the courage to walk away, like going to their grave, like feeling unfulfilled and unaccomplished. Yeah, here's two. These are two. These are relationships. This is overly compromising. I'm hearing planting roots. Planting roots, sacrifice. And maybe they feel like this could be your ancestors feeling like they have done so much sacrificing in their own lives. They don't want you to end up sacrificing your dreams, because choosing this pyrite, that is the crystal of success and manifesting dreams and prosperity. Okay, willpower. It unblocks creativity, and it's a manifesting energy. It's connected to your solar plexus, and it's also a stone of, like, it gives off king energy. Okay, like Leo energy, royalty energy. Okay, I feel like they're like, listen, we've been through enough trauma. We've put in enough work. We've sacrificed enough so that you didn't have to sacrifice your dreams for other people. So this is the women, they're like, they sacrifice with their relationships and their husbands. They don't want you to give up on your dreams for your other half. Surrender, procrastination, inner peace. Like, this is stuck energy. Like, they felt stuck. These are all women. And I don't believe that this deck is is it? It's not all women. It's a lot of women in here. It's mostly women. It's not all women, but this is giving like this is all women. Look how piercing their eyes are, though. It's very intense energy. It's giving anger a little bit. This one is not giving anger so much, but this one is like, I'm tired of experiencing all of this pain and crying. Yeah, because it says, I won't cry for you. They're tired of being sucked dry. The temple of my body. My body is a temple. They felt this procrastination energy feels more like stuck. I feel like it's also showing like pathway is open for you. The road is like, you're free to move about, and they want you to get moving. They don't want you, like, they're opening up doorways and pathways for you. They don't want you to get stuck. Like, they're serious about this. I almost feel like they went through a lot to get out of. They experienced a lot. They sacrificed a lot. It's like, we don't take it for granted. Yeah. Don't take it for granted, because the song Gratitude, I have a song called Gratitude by Landrell. I'll put it up here in the on the screen. I have here, live life righteously, live the right way. Live to serve with a sense of purpose and with love. Your service should be a part of your purpose. You should not be out here just wasting time. I don't want to say wasting, but wasting your service in a relationship like that. Like, you have a bigger purpose. Like, this is spiritual warrior. Like, when that earth offering came out, I was thinking like earth warrior. Surrender to divine timing. Okay, so sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. We have inner peace. Cultivate inner peace. Practice gratitude every day. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. It's like find goodness every day. Find something good to report back to yourself. Report the spirit. You could talk to spirit or write down in a journal. Find something good to talk about every day. You are no longer who you used to be. I'm like, they're like, you don't have time to procrastinate. Get to a place of peace, because you are about to take off into something. And yeah, because this is like they're giving you courage for something. It said you're being prepared for battle. So there's something that you are about to, maybe you about to go into living your dreams, and they want you to not be afraid. But for now, they want you to get balanced, find a place of inner peace, because when they say go, they want you to go. They want you to heal those thoughts about yourself, see yourself in a higher light. They may have dealt with lots of insecurities about themselves also in relationships, not believing in themselves. They didn't have peace. It's like they just sacrificed so much because it's what they had to do. There was not peace. And I feel like this is around relationships, though. Belong to your own dream. It's like stepping out into your own lane. What is it that you want? I'm starting in the middle. Becoming braver. Here we are again. You're growing stronger. Your perspective on things and on life is changing, or they want you to change it. Downcast pride. Bending to adapt becomes an excuse for the habit of bending. Belong to your own dream. They did enough living for other people. They want you to live for yourself. Look how she's flying. She's like flying through fire. It's giving me alchemy and a phoenix energy. It's almost like you had to go through, I'm hearing like hell and high waters. You had to go through hell and high waters to get to, they had to go through hell and high waters to get you to where you are. To get to peace. So, yeah, enjoy this peace right now. Peace inside of yourself. I know I was feeling anger. This is red. Look at her eyes. Release this anger. Yeah, so there's a lot of anger inside of you. That anger is meant to be turned into courage. Like, it's fire. But this is definitely fiery energy because it's Leo. But it's like that anger is not meant to be used to fight. And it's like control your temper. You don't allow your anger to rule you. So it's like control and direct your anger in a purposeful way. So it's like your throat chakra. It's like you're meant to, this is warrior energy. So you're meant to be a warrior. That's why you might be highly passionate. Other people might see it as aggression, but it's really meant to be channeled as passion towards something. Like like if you're going to fight, what are you fighting for? Like use that energy for purpose. Don't just be out here shooting that energy. Like look at it's almost like they're shooting daggers. She is crying blood. It's draining you. They want that fire to be calmed down. Direct that energy. Yeah. Oh, teacher. You're becoming a brave teacher. Very wise. Look at this. These stairs here, on here, look, there's also stairs right here. So you're growing mentally. It's like you're going through an awakening. Your mind is being transformed. You're learning a lot. You're in the process of learning something. Yeah, you're learning. You're getting a new, fresh perspective on life. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So it's like your anger is keeping you stuck. And you not having peace is keeping you stuck. Your anger is keeping you stuck. Temple of my body. Honor your emotions. And maybe that anger is affecting your body in not a good way. So if you're having, weird illnesses and stuff happening to your body just coming up out of the blue, especially for no real reason, it could be the anger that you're holding inside of your body. Oh, abusive relationships. Maybe ancestors, like I said, just didn't have the courage or, the heart to walk away from. So could be also abusive relationships, like relationships that just weren't good for them. If you have any anger lingering around inside of your body, this is also their anger. Like, so instead of spewing out that anger, it's almost like using your this is like manipulative energy also. It doesn't have to be you, but it could be people from your bloodline or family members using their sexuality to manipulate others or whatever. It's like succubus energy, you know what I mean? It almost as a way of getting back. But this is like ancestral energy also. It's like wanting to pay back. Yeah, because this is like Siren. I don't know if you ever watched Siren before, but sirens kind of have a grudge against men. These sailors, they did something to the mermaids, and now the mermaids, they kill every sailor that they come across, So this is almost like feeling vengeful against, I guess, the opposite sex or men. But it's like you don't have to get revenge on them. What you can do is teach other women. So this is how you heal your bloodline. You take that energy and you teach young women how to stand in their own power and to never accept things that don't serve them well anymore. You take those lessons that you learned and that was learned from your lineage, and you teach somebody else, you teach another woman, their power. You stepping into your power, and then you're going to teach them how to step into their power. This is how you start to heal and turn around the cycles and the karma that your lineage may have around relationships. This is giving an energy like on one side, like you're using your sex as a weapon. And then on the other side, it's like just giving away, not valuing your body, not honoring your body and just giving it away for nothing. Not saying that you have to get money from it, but it's just like not putting value on your body, or being ashamed, or selling yourself, for material items. This is like not respecting your body, or not respecting another person's body, or not making them respect your body and your space and your boundaries. This could be abusive relationships. I think I said that. Or also, this could be just not taking care of your body. This doesn't have to be sex. This could be not eating right. Other addictions that are just not healthy for your body. Okay. This could also be like not knowing when to let go of heartache. That's probably when some of this anger is coming from too. It's like, I've been hurt, like not letting go of the anger. So you're healing that anger. You're healing emotional trauma, anger, and you're being asked to direct that energy in a more positive way. Make it work for you. Don't let it ruin your life. It says, I gave you my last gift. I shed my last tear for you. It's a time not to let you free, but to let myself free. Free yourself. And we have the Hierophant here. So you've learned and you've become wiser. So you have relationship separation, divorce, bad breakups and everything that's in your bloodline, but you're learning to do it different. You're learning to become empowered by situations like that, instead of allowing yourself to get stuck in it and just go, dying with all of that anger inside of you, creating new karma, making you come back and do the same, have to learn the same lesson all over again. Strength. There's more courage. Yeah, you're building strength. Two of Wands. Ooh, money is coming in unexpected ways. Surrender to divine timing, though. I feel like you had to sacrifice some things, or they're asking you to separation. So maybe you had to walk away from some things. Maybe, had to make a decision. What is it that you want? Are you going to live your dreams out right here? Or are you just going to sit there and keep hoping and wishing? Or are you going to walk away from things that don't resonate with what it is that you want in life, that don't really bring you fulfillment the way you would want it? I feel like once you choose to walk away from those things, because those things that don't serve you are blocking your money. So I feel like with this Hierophant here, you have already begun on your journey. So I feel like by choosing to walk away from all of that heartache and pain, and I feel like you're opening doors for yourself. You're getting stronger within yourself, starting to believe in yourself more. Your heart is healing. Look at that. Divorce. Yeah, more separation. They say congratulations from detaching yourself from this energy. You are no longer who you used to be. I got 3 of these cards. Oh, one of them go here. Man, I don't want to flip that one yet. New job. I told you new things are coming in for you. Money is coming in unexpected ways. And because you decided to walk away from all of this pain, there's newness coming in from you. Say, let that job go. New job options are coming, or look for something better. Follow your dreams. You need a break. You need to go play. And look at this. Although he's like deep in meditation and getting downloads and everything, he's enjoying it though. He's enjoying. So maybe if you're not learning anything, there's something that they want you to learn that you can also become successful with. But there's something that they want you to learn, but they want you to be passionate about it, because you're going to teach others also. They want you to actually love what it is. See, we have that new job. Like, they want you to love what it is that you're doing, because you're going to be in service to the people with this. So they definitely want you to love it if that's what you're going to be doing. Yeah, you're going to be, look at that. Oh yeah, you've already put in the work. All of it. So bottom line, all of the heartache that you went through was in relationships, definitely stemmed from past life stuff. Past life, well, okay, past life stuff. And it's like you're healing it so that your own grandchildren won't have to fall into this cycle all over again. New beginnings all around. You're going to be celebrating something very special soon. You'll be so full of joy and happiness. It'll almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it. Expect it. It's happening. And it's saying unexpected ways, but it's going to come. It's in divine timing. You'll never see it coming. You will never see it coming. But you're going to love it. Love yourself more by saying no to things. Yeah. Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining. I said something was draining you, that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people is a real act of self-love. So you're learning to love yourself. Your ancestors did not get to do that. Their energy was all on other people, not you. Divorcing all of that type stuff. When you continue to reminisce, let go. Here we go. Let go of the past, okay? When you continue to reminisce, replay, or hold on to what could have been, you continue to hold yourself in a place of resistance. Resistance and restriction we have up here. Let what was inspire a new way of living. Learn a new perspective around it, because you are going to be a teacher, a healer. You're going to help other people get through this also, okay? So let what was inspire a new way of living, but don't allow it to limit and determine what can be. Come on, teachers. So let's get into the song that we have for you. So the first song that I had was Gratitude by Landrell. It said that you're coming across a lot. You're going to, well, you have been experiencing a lot of things in life that are trying to teach you gratitude. Be grateful because somebody else, such as your ancestors, I'm hearing, and use your time wisely. Be grateful because somebody else is not allowed to be here doing what you doing. Somebody else didn't get a second chance. And it actually has here, be grateful because someone else lost their life today. Okay. Honor every minute of your day. Don't stay stuck in pain, because you get a chance to do it all over again. You get a chance to try another way, whereas somebody else didn't. And they're going back into that cycle to come back and try it again. You get to heal it and master it in this lifetime. You just have to be courageous enough to do it, you know. In every moment of your life, live righteously. Serve with a sense of purpose and serve with love. Be kind. Let love light and lead your way. Find gratitude in all things. Every day can feel like a new life when you practice gratitude. New life. This new life is going to come just by you changing your mindset. You're not even going to have to do anything. Well, you'll have to take steps physically, but by then, the changes will have been made, and you'll be excited to start making those moves. But right now, you're shifting your whole mindset. The way that you see life, view life, feel about life, all of that is changing. So what you're manifesting is going to start changing too. Okay, I'm here like, you're not manifesting anymore. Fuck shit. Elevation will come with gratitude. When your vibrations are low and your feelings down or sad, or you're feeling down or sad, practice gratitude. Never believe in lack or limitations. They do not exist for you, honey. Anything can be manifested with appreciation. Find appreciation for your life, your breath, your sight, your health. Keep a heart full of gratitude and a mind full of peace. Make peace, make love, and stay free. Okay. And then the last song that I got was Pieces of Me by Lettucey. Ooh, I'm hearing like your ancestors lost their way, because I have lost dreams unmanifested, but I'm feeling like they lost their way, so that they just didn't get to they didn't get to even, I feel like they weren't even focusing on dreams. They were so much in survival mode. Dreams were nowhere in their mindset. So in this life, they like, nah, we going for what now is our time to go for what we want, okay? Which is why, like, I felt like that, put like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Like I feel like my words were just like coming like so fast. Like this is very energetic, and it's like they're trying to give you energy. They're revving up your solar plexus also. That's being tweaked. So a song says, people don't know what I'm about. They haven't seen what's behind my smile. There's so much more to me. I'm showing out. So you're about to start showing up and out. This is Leo energy. And this pyrite is Leo energy. We have courage right here. That's Leo energy. It's time for you to start shining your light. It's time for you to shine bright like a diamond. Become the star that you are, okay? You're going to be the star of your family, of your bloodline. When it looks like I'm up, sometimes I'm down. I'm lonely even when people are around. But that don't change the happiness that I found. That's gratitude. Like I've been through, I'm getting chills. It's like I've been through all of that, but it's not gonna, it's not, ooh, look at this. I put this here, as a reminder, but it's like I'm breaking the chains of that negative self-talk, that negative doubt that I talk to myself. Like, it's okay. It says I'm made of love and pain. So it's okay. You're learning it's okay to feel the pain and feel joy and find love through the pain. Like, you are all things. You are not all love and light. You are not all darkness. It's like learning to balance all of that energy and learning and understanding the purpose in all of that energy. Okay, and all of those experiences, and turning it into something, like doing alchemy on it, turning it into something that's powerful. Okay, when you look in my face, know that I'm made from everything, love and pain. Like, I'm deep. I got a lot going on, even if you don't see it, because you hide it very well. You hide, even if people don't see it. It's like, I got a lot going on. I've experienced a hell of a lot of stuff, even though I may not show it to the world. Don't assume. So your lesson that you probably feel like to other people, like, don't assume stuff about me. You don't know what I've been through in life. Just because I don't whine about it and I don't talk to you guys about it, like, I feel like I even go through, maybe even go through depressive moments. I smile through it all because I don't want to put that off on anybody else. But that's okay. Like, you're healing from that, even if you're not talking about it to somebody else. It's okay. You're healing from it anyway. It's like you're in meetings with spirit. You're talking to spirit. You're finding understanding. You're finding new ways of viewing life. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, suddenly it don't seem so bad. Like, when you're in it, it's dark as hell. But it's like, okay, thank you, spirit. I understand why that needed to happen. And like, look how happy he is, Says, I'm complicated like every woman. When I love there too, there's nothing left. But that's what we're getting rid of. There is no more giving all of yourself away to anybody. There is loving you first, and then you're giving from an overflow. That's what you're doing now. You're no more draining and allowing people to suck you dry like that. You're no longer doing that. No longer sacrificing all of yourself, all the goodness about yourself, giving it over. Why is this light over here just so still? Yeah, your ancestors, as you find peace and as you get moving on your journey, then your ancestors find peace also. Look how that look how that is just still. But you see inside of here, this is moving, flickering like crazy. The one over here is flickering, but this one next to the grave is still. So as you find peace, they find peace also. You heal them. As you heal your lineage. And your future children and grandchildren will not have to deal with any of this. It says, I'm made of so many things. I have so much inside of me, many gifts, talents, and dreams. I can do it all. There's so much that the world has yet to see. Anything I want, yes, I can be. Yes, honey, I can be I can be a good friend, a good mother. I can run a business and make time for family. But you're not overdoing anymore. Now you're going to do something with all of those talents and gifts and dreams that you have. You're going to do what you want to do for once, okay? That's what they want you to do because they didn't get to, okay? Yes, you're going to make mistakes from time to time, but you're going to learn from the mistakes and keep on flying, okay? You're wanting people see me for who I am, all of me. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly me, okay? I'm all things. I am love and pain. I'm learning as the pieces start to unfold. Yes, understanding and learning all that I am, which is a woman, not afraid to be strong. And it's like, you're like, don't put me in a box either. Don't even try to figure me out because I'm complicated. Okay? Don't try to figure me out. Don't try to change me. Allow me to be. Just come. You're welcome to come and experience me and love me just as I am. But I am not changing my life for anyone anymore. Okay? They're celebrating you. There's going to be a lot of celebrating. New job, new friends, new life, new relationship, probably new money, all of this newness coming into you. Congratulations, honey. Congratulations on your journey. Your ancestors, you are doing them so very proud, and they are at peace and in love with all that you are choosing, the courage that you are choosing to have and push forward and even push through your fears. And they're proud of you for it and they love you for it. And now I feel a sense of peace. Okay, so that's it, my love. If any other, please like and subscribe, hit that notification button, and if there's any other pile that resonates with you, please go ahead and check that out, because I feel like this pile also merged with another one. And yeah, until next time, peace. All right, pile number 3. If you guys chose the Amazing Night Crystal, this is your pile. So okay, I haven't this reading is about what trauma you're healing in your bloodline and the lessons that you might be experiencing around that trauma or because of that trauma. Okay, kind of like inherited lessons. So I haven't looked at the cards yet, but I want to say right away, I have checked out the songs. I'm getting a lot of sadness. But I'm getting sadness. It's almost, I'm getting two stories here. It's like you're getting sadness, but I feel like, why are you sad, honey? Sad for what? How do you not know who you are? First of all, this is an Amazing Night Crystal. And when I get that crystal, it's almost like the card is yelling out like, honey, you are freaking amazing. It's like magnifying how dope and amazing you are. And clearly you don't know, so you came here so that I can tell you, honey. So you could get that boost that you are needing, because I feel like you kind of know who you are, but somebody is trying to tell you that you ain't, or they're hoping that you don't believe that you are who you know you are to be. Okay, don't play with your ancestors. Tell them don't play with your ancestors either, because I know they're gonna come through today. Okay, so these are the only 4 cards that I pulled out. We have balance. Okay, so harmony, peace. Okay, this. Okay, this symbol represents harmony. That's giving, yeah, balance between the sun and the moon, balance in masculine and feminine energy. Okay, when we do not have harmony and balance in our lives, it manifests as lack, blockages, and frustration. Through this card, the ancestors are asking you to assess where you can add more balance and harmony to your life. Where do you need to balance and integrate opposing forces? The need to fight, giving up the fight. Um, First of all, before I go any further, this pal is my highly spiritual, magical pal, okay? Because first off, I'm going to go to the second song that I got for you, which is called The Goddess Code by Lizzie Jeff. And I got what I channeled from this information from this song is telling me that you guys are highly spiritual divine beings, spiritual royalty, old souls. You've been I feel like you've been spiritual royalty, but for some reason you have forgotten. Nobody ever told you. People knew, and for whatever reason were afraid of you finding out who you really are. Okay, this is for goddesses, healers, medicine women, light workers, mothers and protectors of the earth, and all magical beings and divine beings. So because you got this song, it says to me that you are so much more powerful than you give yourself credit to be. Because in order to get those titles are not taken lightly or given out to just every soul from the spirit realm. Okay, we are all divine beings, but we are all not given supreme titles like that. Those titles are well earned and well deserved titles. They are earned from lifetimes and lifetimes of spiritual work and spiritual ascension work, doing ascending, working to ascend and to help ascend the planet. Okay, they are badges of honor. Okay, so I just want you to know that right, you got the goddess code. And this song is gonna I'm gonna break down some of the stuff that she talks about or whatever, but she's giving you the code to helping you step into that goddess energy. Okay, you are a goddess. You must claim this and then practice what you preach. Like, you must claim this and step into this energy. Okay, so we didn't even get to your ancestors yet. This may be them, like, please let him, God energy, goddess energy. Please let them know who they are so that they can get out of that heavy space, because the first song was like very sad. It was giving sad energy. And it's like, please know who you are. Okay, so you're healing. You're balancing things, you're balancing the masculine and feminine energy out. That's giving me peace. Like, you're bringing peace to your lineage, to your bloodline. Also, societal factors, that's telling me that you're giving up the need to please society. Okay, but I'm gonna read what it says. Both of these are giving me Libra energy, but I'm gonna read what it says. It says societal factor are forces that shaped our ancestors' ability to navigate their journey freely. Societal factors such as racism, colorism, patriarchy, and classism restricted our ancestors in ways we could only imagine. This card is an indication that societal factors heavily impacted your ancestors, and you are still impacted by factors that are no longer existent or not as powerful as they once were. So they're not powerful anymore. And I'm feeling like, because you're highly spiritual, I feel like you come from a lineage of highly spiritual people or beings who were ridiculed, maybe even killed, locked away, restricted in some kind of way for practicing their spiritual beliefs. Okay, so maybe because I put up there somewhere fear, like fear of doing it wrong and fear of competition, being in competition. So there could be a fear of showing what you really, the abilities that you really have. You're not going full out as you are capable of going. Okay, because that amazonite crystal is about magnifying. It magnifies whatever you set your mind and your heart on. It magnifies intention. So I feel like you need to magnify, like you are playing it small. You're playing it small, and they want you to not blow it up, but blow it up as in like you blow it up with a balloon, like not blow it up like as explosion. Or you can get out there and explode and like be like, here I am, because we have the courage card here too, because I was definitely getting like there's some fear around there. Your ancestors were afraid to show what they were about, but now they're giving you the courage and the inner strength to do what needs to be done. You guys are healers for the planet. Okay. Says, I also got the addiction card. So there were some addictions that, you are healing also through the bloodline. Some of your family members may, and maybe you also may have issues with addictions. It says addictions are negative attachments to outside factors that impact our ability to thrive. Food, sex, shopping, and work are all addictions in addition to substances. Some of us are dealing with addictions that have been passed down due to trauma. This card could indicate the root of your addiction and ancestral and energetic in nature and should be addressed accordingly, which is where the balance come in at, because that's addiction is doing anything too much in excess, to where it's doing harm to your life in some kind of way or your body. And here you have the balance card. So it's like you're learning to not overdo anything. It's learning to find the balance, a healthy balance and rhythm with life. Like I'm feeling like your ancestors feel like they had no choice. They were forced in a certain way of living, which could have caused depression. So if you're dealing with depression, also if you're dealing with any type of heavy energy depression, it's because you're not living full out to your fullest capability. Because your ancestors, they felt kind of hopeless, which is where the addictions and everything come in at, because it's like they felt like they had no choice. It was like, so in order to survive their time, that was their escape. They couldn't escape and do the things that they wanted to do with their life. So they escaped through different addictions. So this is kind of like Piscean energy, but Pisces are this is deja vu. I feel this is deja vu, but Pisces energy is a very spiritual, very psychic, very emotional sponge type energy, taking everything, but it's very magical, mystical type energy. But also the shadow side of Pisces, they have addictions because there's no boundaries set in place. It's like they just flow with what they feel in a moment, what they feel like they want to do and experience in the moment. And sometimes it's like, they don't know when to stop. The opposite end of that is Virgo energy. It's crazy, which is actually what amazonite is associated with Virgo. And Virgo energy calls us to have discernment in every area of our life, place boundaries in our lives so that we're not overdoing anything and we're not spilling out everything all over the place. Things are just not merging where they shouldn't go. Like putting things where they need to be. And also like purifying our energy, letting go of things that no longer serve us, you know? And then we have courage. It says this symbol represents vigilance and preparedness for battle. This card indicates your ancestors are calling on you to cultivate courage as you are about to enter battle. This is spiritual battle. You guys have already been feeling it, which is that sadness energy. Like you've been feeling it. You need to put boundaries around your energy. Because you're empathic sponge. Like you just take in whatever is around you. So you've already been in the midst of it. So they're calling on you to cultivate courage as you are about to enter a battle, whether it be spiritual, mental, or emotional. You're guided and protected from lower vibrational forces. But for some of you, if you have any addictions, those addictions are allowing those lower vibrational forces to come in and kind of infiltrate your energy. Okay, so I done said a lot and we ain't even flipped these cards over. Like your energy is flowing. Pisces flows anyway. We have sacrifice, colorless angel. Come on, earth angels. Black flower fragrance. We have, and those are 2 7s. And 7 is the number of spirituality. And this is another 7, fated to suffer. Yeah, a lot of these pals, of course, well, we all know our ancestors were very restricted. And they sacrificed a lot for us to get to where we are and to have so much more and to find peace and manifest our dreams or whatever. So the sacrifice card is coming up a lot in these pals. I'm hearing like fallen angels. Your ancestors were like fallen angels. It's almost like they were in prison. Like it feels like there's something put around their neck and they're like chained down. So you might actually have throat chakra issues too, throat issues. But it's feeling to me, I'm not even looking close up, but it's like, I'm helpless. I'm an angel, but it's like I've lost my wings. I can't even, what can I do? Feels hopeless. And it's like, look, fated to suffer. It's just like they just accepted their fate. It's like, we can't do nothing. So, I'm just going to go ahead and, is this an apple? Because I feel like take the poison. It is. It's like, I'm just going to go ahead and take the poison, which is those addictions, and accept my fate. Nothing is going to change. So, like, why should I even try? Type energy. This says heading towards a destination of pain. Yeah, and that sacrifice is giving me the energy of just accepting what is. It's like she has armor on, but it's like that armor has become her prison. It's like you're fighting for everybody else, but who's fighting for you? You don't even get a chance to fight for yourself. So there might be something that, also, I'm here like addicted to pain, like your people in your bloodline, could have been addicted to pain, addicted to this dark energy, feeling down and depressed, I want to see what that black flower fragrance, whatever it is blocking your heart. That's giving me like negative, it's like dark feelings. If it was, flying up more, because it's giving me like blackbirds, I would be like negative thoughts, but it's like negative. It's like darkness. Your heart is just, turning dark. It's like there's no light, no life. It's cold-hearted. They're saying that's like I'm reading it in the book. That's like somebody's wearing the mask of Don Juan. Yes, yeah, we're getting masculine and feminine. Because this is looking like this is the feminine, and then the masculine here is poisoning the feminine. And because we have the sun and the moon here, which represents the masculine and the feminine energy, it's like the feminine energy was poisoned. Look, this is good. But she has muscles that make that could also be, that could be masculine, feminine, angel, but this also, that they both look androgynous to me. This is giving masculine, feminine. This is definitely giving feminine, but they're saying that's like Don Juan. It says Don Juan or Don Juan. The seducer is not a master of love. So it's like, because your heart, because it feels like your heart, like somebody's heart has gone dark. So now, you know, they don't care. They're out here hurting and seducing the feminine. It's like emotional abuse. It says the seducer is not a master of love, neither of manipulation. He is master of the moment, and as such he forgot all other kind of eternity. Oh yeah, because you're living for the moment, which is also where those addictions come in at, not really caring about any consequences, because it's like like my life is already shit, like, you know, not saying this is you, like this is the energy of your ancestors. I kind of feel like the spiritual side of your family was kind of seduced. I just feel like they were seduced into being trapped in this prison where they saw no way out. And it's also, this is also like looking like not wanting to let go of that pain. It's just like your hands is open. It's like it can leave if it want to, but you're not pushing it away. It's almost like, do I let it go? Do I keep it? Like, meanwhile, because you're taking so long to take action, it's growing vines and wrapping itself around you. So really, it's like it's not going to leave without you choosing to let it go. Like, you have to physically cut it out and just drop it. Like, you have the courage to walk away from it. So this is your ancestors, you know? It's like resentment. Like, they have resentment. Okay, we have the surrender. Trust is like not trusting. Like no passion for life, because that was flipped upside down. Oh, look at this. Addictions. Yeah. It's like going along to get along. It's like, you know, I'm just going through the motions because I really don't have a choice. Like, there's no color to life. It's almost like your eyes is in prison. It's like, you know, or their eyes were in prison, like, because they saw no other way out. So it was like, what's the point? Very like sarcastic energy. I know a Virgo like this too. So surrender to complete healing. It's like not wanting to heal, because that's upside down like that. It's like, oh, this was upside down. Not wanting to let go of those addictions, not wanting to see life for what it really is, and then finding the strength and the courage to break out of that. Okay, so that, yeah, to break out of that. That's what all of these piles are about. Like, you guys are breaking these strongholds that were placed on you, that you were born into this life with. But you are not this. You are free from it. You are freeing yourself. Look, there is a horse. It's like there's a horse back there just waiting for you to get up. And because what is that around her neck? It looks like a scarf. It doesn't even look like a snake. It looks like it's part of her dress. It's like you're sitting around moping. The horse is like, let's go, let's get up and like let's go fight for what we want. That's a black horse right there, stallion. Like, it's like, what are you doing? His mouth is open as if he's talking to you. Like, snap out of it. Dang. Was this upside down? And her eyes are covered also. I feel like that was upside down. But it's like there's a streak of light trying to come in and let you know that there's an opening. There is an opening. But you have to open up your eyes. You have to remove these blinders so you can see that there's an opening coming, and get ready to fight, fight for your chance to get up out of that. But you're distracted. It's like, you're in your head, or they're in their head. He's looking the other way. She's being enticed, and poisoned with, things that just keep her complacent. That's probably what's going on. She kind of looks like she's drugged. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's see. Why is this upside down? Painting the roses red. She needs some more passion, because that's giving me passion also. It's like painting the town red. You need adventure. It's almost like, so it's like you are, so I asked, what experiences are you having because of this? I'm about to go into the song, but here is like, she's like, okay, it's time to start living again. Like, it's like she's still a little skeptic, but she's still taking action. She has the paintbrush in her hand. Her mind is still kind of there, but she's still, look, this is freaky. Oh, that's that's scaring me out. This is probably negative talk back there, self-doubt, like trying to get in your head, because it's like she's in her head, like, and it's colorless. It's like the past, And it's like you're trying to paint yourself out of it. And it's like, no, but listen to this. It's like whispering it. So, so you're being asked to just trust yourself. Like, you got to push through. Like I said, you're going to have to push through and fight for what you want. Like, you're going to have to make decisions. Like, you're going to have to say no. You're going to have to say no more. You're going to have to say no more. And you're going to have to say, let's go. No longer am I sacrificing. That's what you are doing. It's like you're breaking your ancestors out of mental and emotional bondage. Mental and emotional prison. Let's get into this song first, because when we get into building you up, I don't want to go back to this energy. Okay, so the song that I got for you is called Mirror by Layla Hathaway. And I love this song. It's so beautiful, but it's just like you could just feel the sadness. It's like, baby, like, I understand. It's okay. Go ahead and cry. Cry one last time. Get it out. Because after this, you're going to learn who you are, and there will be no more tears. I don't want to see you crying, moping around, and getting stuck in this energy anymore. Once you learn who you are, I do not want to see you go back to this energy again. Okay? I'm sorry. I be channeling while I'm talking. Of course, that's what this is. But I kind of feel like that's what the song is giving. It's like, I'm going to nurture you right now in this moment. This is the last time, though, okay? So the song goes, bitter hearts don't hold a smile. So it's like bitter. It's like bitterness, resentment. Bitter hearts don't hold a smile. Troubled minds will weigh you down. Use your past to get ahead. Hold your tears and think instead. Okay? That's why I'm like, going to get that last cry out, because after that, it's like, it's time to make a decision. You know, remember I say you have to decide. After this, you have to get in your head, use your head, give your mind direction, positive direction. You lead your mind where you want it to go, okay? Says you have to find a way to make it, because these clouds are letting up for a while. There's some sunlight coming in. Oh, I'm getting chills. They're letting up for a while. You have to take advantage of it. I feel like people, because he's in the light, I feel like people see all of that. I had to say like depressive energy. It's like, but people can feel that and see that inside of you. It's like, why are you choosing to make yourself suffer in that way? But anyway, they say these clouds are letting up for a while. You right now, you can't, they don't even want you to turn to anybody else. They want you to turn to the mirror and talk to yourself. Talk yourself up. Speak highly of yourself. It says make the mirror your best friend, and maybe then you'll find some peace within. Turn to yourself. You have the inner strength. You have the inner strength. The clouds is letting up, and they're giving you a break so that you can, you're going to start to feel better. When you start to feel better, use it. Okay? Because it don't mean that trouble is not going to come back. Okay? We're going to get to that. But to stop hiding yourself. Love yourself when no one else can. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Tell yourself you will achieve. Now here they want you to start. I'm getting chills, you guys. Here they want you to start hyping yourself up. Don't look to nobody else to do it, because like I said, people can see that they feel like you are like, this is self-imposed imprisonment. You know, for your ancestors it wasn't, but they're like you have an option. You have a choice. Your ancestors didn't have a choice. But you have a choice, and you're choosing to sit in that pain. So you right now, you can't even go to nobody else, and they don't want you to go to nobody else, because maybe nobody else will understand. No, maybe nobody else will. Oh, I hate to say it, like the boy who cried wolf type thing. I don't know. That might not be the case. Don't take that in if not. But anyway, they're saying tell yourself. All of this is saying for you to tell this to yourself. Get in the mirror. Take them blinders off of your eyes. See things for what they really are. Tell yourself you will achieve. Go and brush your shoulders off. Brush all of that stuff off. Okay? It's all a lie. You know, you may have experienced some hard times, but it's not reality for you anymore, or don't have to be reality for you anymore. Fight for what you want. This bridge is something that you must cross. Like there's no getting over. This is something that you have to do. You can't pray it away, because you could pray, the path will be laid out for you, but you have to take those steps. Okay? This bridge is something you must cross. You have to find a way to make it, especially while these clouds are letting up for a while. For a while. Notice it don't say forever. Okay? And this doesn't mean that the pain or struggle won't come back. This is why you have to jump on the opportunity while you can. Doesn't mean that the pain or struggle won't come back. But for now, you get a break so that you can build more inner strength and be more prepared for when that darkness or that struggle do come back. You're going to gain tools to help you get through it quicker. Okay? To help you not be sucked back into it, not by anybody else and not by yourself either. Okay? I feel like it's kind of like spiritual warfare. But if you love yourself, you won't need nobody else. No one can love you like you anyway. If you look inside, you'll find where your strength resides. So I'm going to pull these cards over here, because I feel like because, oh yeah, it's definitely changes coming. I'm seeing a 5. There's not even a 5, but there's definitely change occurring. But if you were in a time of darkness and heaviness like that, or you're somebody who you tend to get sucked in sometimes, you know, it's okay. That's a part of life. But it's not okay to sit in that, you know. You sit in it for a moment. Get the lesson out of it. Get out of it what you need to, but you gotta keep moving, you know, or find balance. So there are moments when you sit in your emotions, allow yourself to feel, because we can't stuff it down, stuff it away. And we have emotions for a reason, we have feelings for a reason. And allow yourself to express those, cry it out when you need to. You don't want to block any of those emotions or whatever. But also, when it's light outside, go and celebrate and have some fun. When it's dark, deal with the darkness. But when the light is out and there is no more darkness, don't force yourself to go back, keep going back there, okay? This is like, this seriously feels like a lineage that's addicted to pain, you know? Yeah, see, this says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on people or activities that ignite your passion. Let it flow, okay? And then we have here, trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what you do. I think I did say that I was getting fear of competition, fear of doing it wrong, and fear of competition. But this is being swayed. Okay? Don't do that. You're going to have to find the strength to believe in yourself. And trust yourself and know that you know what's best for you. Fill it out. If it don't feel right to you, then you going the wrong way. Here this says, surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. And then we have here, surrender to complete healing. Allow yourself to heal. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. And your ancestors are over there. They're assisting you. Your angels and your guides. Your angels and your guides are assisting you in healing. But as you heal, you give life. You give life, new life. You gain new life, and you give new life to your ancestors. And then your lineage don't have to deal with this could be like also like mental illness or mental imbalance, emotional imbalances or whatever. So if you guys tend to get stuck in your head a lot or stuck in your emotions, you might want to talk to somebody professional. Go let that stuff out with somebody who's trained to deal with that. Talk to somebody, go to a therapist. Don't be ashamed to do that. Sometimes you just need somebody neutral to hear you out and give you a clear mind, more in a more logical, somebody with more logical way of thinking that's not going to get their emotions involved. It's always tea time. Eternity, endless moments, repetition. She's bored. She bored. Wait, look at her and look at her. They're both bored with life. And who is this? Trying to tell her what to do over here. She like, child, please. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. But there's sadness still. That look like tears. That looks like tears again. Release the hurt. Release the need to hurt. Release the hurt. Feeling blocked and restrained. That is a reflection of the trauma that you are here to heal in your bloodline. So these are the things that's coming up, boredom, feeling like you're in Groundhog Day, just repetitive, just no life, no fun, no joy, and like just bored to death, bored to sadness. You just trying to find ways to paint yourself out of this, but for some reason you keep and this could kind of be like procrastination. It's like you're going, but you're not going in, like you're not going full strength. Your mind is not fully focused on what you're doing. Okay, and this is like you're feeling blocked. there are choices that you need to make. Remember, I said you have to make a decision. Like, and I don't know if you're afraid to make those choices. These some choices that you're afraid to make. That's why you're blocked, feeling restrained, because you're not living your dream. You're not living your life. Are you living a life? Is there fear of growing up? Wanting to grow and experience rejection of perpetual youth. And some of you could be experiencing your Saturn return. And that Saturn return is like, it is heavy to deal with. Saturn is very restrictive, and it forces us to grow up and deal with everyday life. Life is not all about partying and overindulging and not participating in life. Like, that's not what we're here to do. Like, you have something, you have a purpose, you have something that you need to do. So until you do it, you are not going to be happy. And Saturn can quickly bring on depression when you are not doing. It's like a feeling of like gloom and doom. Anxiety. It can bring on panic attacks and stress and anxiety and worry. I always describe Saturn like and Saturn returns happen from like the age 28 to like up to like 34, something like that. And actually, if you don't deal with your lessons, you're gonna be dealing with it for a while until it just gets more and more intense until you do something about it. A lot of people, if they don't do anything about it, they tend to just try to escape out of it. Like they don't want to face reality. But Saturn is kind of like your mama. She's like, she like the black mama. Okay, she gave you some chores that you were supposed to do. You had homework you were supposed to do, and then after your homework, you were supposed to go get them chores done while she's at work, slaving to get things done so that you can have what you need. So it's like, so you done played around and partied, and now it is like mom is going to be home in like a half an hour, and you have started absolutely nothing. So now you're like, oh shit, this is what you were doing. See her? Nothing. Oh shit, I'm about to get my ass beat. Like, it's like that. So that is Saturn. It's like, yeah, you about to get it beat. Maybe not physically, could be physically, because I believe in my Saturn return, I had knee surgery. I messed up my knee. Okay, so it can show up in many different ways. So Saturn is just like, listen, okay, your time to play was all up and through your, from your teens, from your single digit years to your teens to your 20s, and now it's time to become an adult. That is what Saturn is about, growing you up. Okay, so that's what you're doing. You're growing up. But let's see, because I kind of feel like you're moving into that energy. It's like you're trying to. You're revving up a little bit. You're thinking about it. And who is this, though? So those harsh experiences that you have and are just trying to snap you out of it, get moving. Okay, Ace of Mind. Yeah, so you're beginning. The fire is being lit. Hopefully, like it could be this reading, lighting your fire, but the seed has been planted. The fire is lit inside of you. Okay, and it's going to continue to grow. And it's going to burn away, because these look like traps around here. It's going to burn all of that away. That's what it's doing. Third eye is opening. Oh, when you get a glimpse of who you really are, honey, there will be no going back. Why would you want to go back? Because I told you in the beginning who I told you was. Divine being and spiritual royalties. Look at this. This is complete fulfillment. Look at this. This is complete fulfillment. That's what's coming to you. New inspiration, new ideas, new creativity. Complete, like, this is a complete abundance. And you're bringing, like, this is also abundance for the future, for your future legacy, for your children, your grandchildren. But look how happy everybody is. So enough, yeah, I'm hearing like enough with the suffering, like you've suffered enough, you've done enough suffering, and your ancestors have also. You know, a lot of this you may feel like is unfair and you didn't deserve any of this, but like you were chosen because they knew that you were stronger enough to handle it and break them out of this prison, this mental and emotional prison. They knew that you could do it because they know under all of this, under the armor, under the facade, you are really royalty. You know, to whom much is given, much is required. Okay, justice, and that's balance. That's also a Libra card right there too. Things is the scales are being balanced out. I feel like you are finding balance. Like you're, oh, shadow work. I feel like you've done shadow work and you're calling your shadows back to you. You calling your shadow back to, she looks like she's at peace, but she's like, come fuck with me if you want. I'm at peace, but the warrior is still in there. You could come. I've done so much healing. I've been through so much. I fought to get out of this darkness. You could come and try me if you want to. I'm much stronger than you think. That's that goddess right there, waiting for you to call her up. And you may stay like this for a while, but she's there waiting for you to call her up. She like, don't play with my girl. Don't play with me. She in there. Don't get it twisted. She's wanting peace in her life. She's wanting peace and she wanting joy, but the shadow is there. Shadows are there for a reason. But I'm a bring out the play sometimes so that she ain't creating havoc underground down here causing and raising hell and stuff like that inner child. You're healing your inner child. Yeah, everything is coming together. Everything is coming together. And if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration. Hello, high vibrational beings. Nothing but high vibrational beings up in here. Divine, magical, spiritual royalty up in here. Goddesses, gods, kings, protectors of the earth. Okay, healers. That's what we have up in here. Don't bring yourself down. Keep your vibrations. It's important that because you are very empathetic, it's going to be very important that you keep your vibration high, okay? So let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. And some of this pain you be feeling probably don't even belong to you. You know, because you're so empathetic, you can feel the weight of the world, the pain of the world. Some of it don't belong to you and you taking it in. Okay, maybe having a pet, maybe getting a pet might help you also help balance out some of that because pets are healing, especially cats, so they might help to give you some joy and help balance out some of that emotional energy that you have. Or if you have a pet, you need to spend some more time with it. And so just because something is not happening right now doesn't mean that it will never happen. Divine timing is at play. Be patient, trust the process. Everything is coming together. Why am I reading this backwards? Focus on you and do your own thing. Focus on what brings you true happiness and what's going to bring you success and bring you coins, honey. Every situation in life is temporary. So when life is good, yeah, this is what we said. So when life is good, make sure you enjoy and receive it fully. Because when them clouds move, go on and enjoy it. Because life is about ebb and flow. It ain't going to stay that way. So, okay, so don't be delusional about that. And when life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever and better days are on the way. Dang, y'all, I can't make these readings. I just, it's just not in my nature, y'all. Like, I just can't make them shorter. Not yet. Unexpected visitor, someone's coming. And maybe coming to inspire you. It could be this also because that flame is lit. New beginnings, to help with new beginnings. To say when the world feels like it's coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Yeah, not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. Everything is coming together. Just focus on you. Do what you want to do. I'm going to do these last two cards. You're being prepped for leadership. You're being prepped for leadership. And right now, you're in a state of uncertainty. Flow with that uncertainty. Just get curious about life. That's like right now, you're not going to be shown what's going on. You're in a space of darkness, but here there is some light. Like you're in a forest, but there's light coming. There's a lot of transformation going on around you, inside of you. There are some guides coming to nudge you along on your path. You're not going to be able to see what's coming. You're just going to have to feel your way through and just keep on moving. Okay, you're being led, and you are also being prepped for leadership, because you are, as we said, our goddesses, our gods, our healers, our medicine women, light workers, protectors of the earth, and all magical beings. Okay, so this is, as I said, this is the song, and then I'm going to end it here. You got the Goddess Code by Lizzie Jeff. Before I even got into this song, I kept hearing Jocelyn from Love and Hip Hop. I can't remember her last name, but Hernandez, I don't know. But I kept hearing "Do It Like It's Your Day, baby." They want you to turn up, okay? Turn up, honey. Okay, so let's get into the song. They want you to affirm who you are. So start affirming who you are, who you want to be, even if you don't know. Just call it. Just call it. I am all that I preach to be. Okay, stand in your truth. I astral project through frequencies. So I I fly above all the darkness, okay? Manifesting finer things in all of your dreams. That's what you want to focus on. Don't focus on the past. You are rulers of the green. Rulers of the green reign supreme. So I say rulers of earth. Remember, I said protectors of the earth, mothers and protectors of the earth. You guys are earth warriors. Surround yourself with ultralight beings. Woo, I put down descendants of spiritual royalty. Do what you want. Here we have focus on you. Do your own thing. Do what you want. Do it for fun. Do it for your ancestors, and do it with love. Okay, and do it up big. Celebrate life on a daily. The more you do what you love, the more you will be paid for. The more rewards, the more you open up for you open a path up for more of what you want to come through. You open up for miracles to start happening for you, more beautiful things to start coming up and showing up around you. You won't be manifesting more darkness. Okay, so celebrate life on a daily. Do more of what you love. The more that you do what you love, the more they will pay you. So that's stepping into your dreams and staying committed to your dreams. You're going to get paid for doing what you love. See and visualize what you want first, and then go out and get it. If you want to feel love, then you have to give it. Okay, be love. Live in a space of love. Goddesses live from their heart space. They are heart centered. And this is giving me like Empress energy. So Empress is who you are, but you just don't know right now. You're cloaked, but that cloak is coming off. So keep your vibration high. Remember that this is a journey. So your work is never finished. And if you want, whatever you want to manifest, whatever you want to see happen, write it down. Okay, get it out of your head. Write it down so that you can see it. Like when we write it down, it's easier for us to manifest these things. It's like telling the universe, like, you're ready and you're serious. Okay, you're ready for this. Carry rose quartz, the rose quartz crystal will work very well for you to help you to heal that heart. Also, this, what was this, rhodonite? This rhodonite from the other pile also would work well with you too. So, if you were drawn to that pile, you might want to check it out. But be confident because you were born. Listen, you were born wearing a crown. It was just cloaked. You have always been royalty. You have always been an angel. Always. You have always been a soldier, a warrior for spirit. Always. It was hidden. Okay? So be confident because you were born wearing a crown, okay? Practice and embody compassion, forgiveness, living more intentionally and with purpose and on purpose. Speak life and give thanks. Practice gratitude, okay? Stay dedicated to your spiritual path because you guys are on a spiritual journey. We all are, but you are spiritual beings. So stay and the spiritual journey is not all love and light, and it's just not going to feel that way. Recognize that, see it for what it is, learn the lessons, and keep on growing and ascending. Tap into and stay in tune with your moon cycles. Also, there's something around your moon cycles. They want you to, your cycles, your period. So the actual moon cycles, maybe you want to study the phases of the moon, and also like your own personal menstrual cycle is connected to the moon cycles. So maybe do some research to see if it resonates with you on the moon cycles, and also the effect that it has on your own personal moon cycle, because you are connected to the moon. Okay, let yourself and your emotions and your energy flow. Okay, maybe look into doing rituals around your menstrual cycle. Also, look into the effects of pouring out or sacrificing your menstrual blood. Sorry if you're a guy and you're listening. Your menstrual blood to the earth or even to your plants. Okay. And remember that whatever's going on, if it's not vital for your survival, let it go. Hold on to nothing that does not feel good to you. Protect your energy and make time for yourself. You don't have to, and also remember, you don't have to work for yourself. If you're not working for yourself yet, you will probably be coming into that. That's where your spiritual wealth, your abundance is wrapped up in your spirituality. And you also can manifest perfect health. Meditate on abundance. Remember, you are better than yesterday. Practice self love daily. Give love. Stay up and make the most out of your existence. Be consistent with your spiritual practices, honey. And I have something else to say. Pile number 3. I needed to come back real quick. I knew it was something that I was missing. I had some stuff written down. I didn't get to come back around to. I wrote down, I feel like all that you have experienced in life was meant to bring you closer to your spiritual journey and also help you to recognize who the fuck you are. And that is a God being, a goddess, okay? So, whatever pain you've experienced was meant to show you all the lies that were going on around you about who and what you are, and who and what your true purpose for incarnating in this life was. I feel like people knew. I feel like some people and possibly in your family knew who you were, and for whatever reason did not want you to know. But there's also outside forces that didn't want you to know. But I feel like there are some people in your family that knew who you were also. Okay, as I said before, your spiritual royalty. Okay, and now that you know who you are, it's time to stop hiding yourself and start showing off the goddess that you are, honey. I don't mean just speaking who you are, but I mean it's time to start playing a part completely. It's time to start talking like a goddess. It's time to start moving like a goddess. It's time to start dressing like a goddess. It's time to start taking in only things that make you feel like a goddess, okay? And you are also stepping more into your divine feminine energy, which is what that goddess song was about. It was just meant to kind of help coach you more into your feminine energy, okay? So please listen, go back and listen to that as much as possible, as much as you want. Write down some of those tips, so whenever you start to forget what that divine feminine energy looks like, then you have something to reference back to, okay? But you are a goddess. Remember that. Keep your crown on. Don't focus on nobody else. And even when you start tapping into your spiritual work, your purpose, your dreams, and everything, don't look at nobody else. Don't let the fears of, I feel like if you take your head up, the vastness, the bigness of everything could kind of scare you. Like, just keep your head focused on yours, okay? And there is beautiful things coming for you, my love. Lots of light and color is coming back to your life. Okay, this is all the chakras here. Not all of them. We have the heart chakra, the crown chakra, the sacral and solar chakra, and the root chakra. Your chakras are being aligned and healed. Okay, my love. If you were drawn to something else, go ahead and check that out. And also, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification button and all that good stuff. And don't forget to go and grab your song. And I don't apologize for being too long, because we breaking generational curses, honey. Okay. Thanks for watching. And until next time, peace. Okay. Pile number 4, last but not least, if you chose the soda light crystal, this is yours. Throat chakra, what's up? Okay. Yeah, I'm getting like very fiery energy, but I was already, before I even start, I was getting like, you need some sweetness in your life, okay? And I'm already feeling like this pal is going to be a little different, because I feel like a lot of the pals were based around feminine energy, healing that feminine energy, but it feels like this pal is more masculine, the masculine energy being healed in this pal. Okay, this reading is about what trauma are you currently healing in your bloodline, healing for your ancestor. Okay, this is generational trauma, which means that it goes very deep, and it doesn't, when I say bloodline, I do not mean just your current blood family that is living right now. This is for the ancestors also, okay? So I haven't looked at any of the cards except for the ones that have been flipped over, these top 4. And of course, trauma mutation came up. So you might actually already know that this is what's going down, because this is what this whole reading is about, transmuting that trauma to help heal your bloodline. Okay, it says transmutation is the process, and I'm hearing transformation also. Ooh, alchemy, whatever comes up in this reading, like you're going through them things and you are literally transforming. And come on, okay, you guys, there is a gnat. Okay, you probably got some annoying energy around you too, because where is this gnat coming from? It's like a baby gnat, but I got it like, why is it flying around over here? There's nothing over here that gnat should want. So this might be you might have some nagging people around you, but judging by the songs that I got, you definitely have some people around you draining your energy, trying to suck you dry. Okay, so It says transmutation is the process of transmuting the energy of trauma still lingering within our energy field into a higher force. That is the epitome of alchemy, okay? This can be done spiritually through emotional development as well as gaining knowledge and wisdom regarding the mechanics of the human behavior. What is transmuted is released from us permanently, ending cycles of trauma. So you guys are ending. You are actually ending. You are the final line of this karmic cycle right here. You are actually ending it for your bloodline, for sure. For sure. You might even know it. You might even feel it. And sometimes we feel like we deal with a lot more than others do. It almost feels like everything gets fast forwarded because it's like you put in your contract because we chose to come here, and we also had a say in how our lives would go so that we can learn certain lessons. So it's like you put in, like, listen, let's go ahead. I definitely want to end this cycle. Give me whatever I need. Put in my chart whatever I need to experience to make sure that I am completely done with this cycle. Okay. So, if things are feeling heavy around these topics, please don't feel like a victim. You're very powerful. You're very powerful. So we got relationships. So there's trauma around relationships. Relationships go beyond just romantic in regards to ancestral trauma. When this card shows up, it means that there is a pattern around relationships that need healing, that we inherited from our ancestors, whether that be with friends, family, or a romantic partner. Yeah, I see that showing up in the song that I got for you guys. There are subconscious patterns impacting our current relationships that need to be addressed accordingly. Okay, then we have adaptability here. It is the fire serpent, and that's so funny because this crystal is giving me throat chakra, and it's giving me air sign. It's giving me like Gemini and air energy or whatever, but it is actually ruled by the Sagittarius. Go figure. But this is giving me Aquarius energy. This is giving me Aquarius energy. Okay, a Reiki symbol, Razuis, used to support the integration of energy after major transformation. Yes. So you guys are already, that's what I say, you already know. You guys are already deep in the process of transformation, maybe even at the end and about to come outside of that cocoon. And you probably are right there at becoming that butterfly. You might be at the final stages. Okay. This is come to help give you, you're getting that. This is like extra push to finish it off. Okay. Okay, so it comes through to support the integration of energy after major transformations. This card indicates a need to adapt to major changes that you are currently moving through or will experience in the near future in order to obtain consistency in your life. Definitely not consistency. And here we have the grandfather. Now, while I was shuffling this card, what I saw but did not completely jump out, I'm gonna put these back down here, was the father card. And then I second guessed it and I didn't pull it out, and now the grandfather card is coming out. So this is definitely some healing around masculine energy. Okay, grandfathers represent the patriarch order, masculine dominance, and rites of passage involving the passing down of traditions regarding leadership. When this card appears, there's healing needed around the engagement with the grandfather energy. This also indicates a higher level masculine force is at play in your life. So this is not only grandfather energy, this is father energy also. Okay. It's giving me like stubborn energy. It's like not wanting to change and actually kind of compromise in relationships. Like the masculine not wanting to change. Change for the sake of harmony in the family. Let's see, because we know I know from my grandfather, grandfathers can be very harsh. It's so crazy because I was also watching today Little House on the Prairie for the first time. It just so happened to be on the TV, and I decided to watch it. And unfortunately, it was a very intense topic. It was about older, and I'm just going to say trigger warning. It was about an older father who had a younger daughter. There was no mother in the household, and the little girl ended up getting molested on her way home from school. And the way that the grandfather, I mean, he looked like a grandfather to her, I'm going to be real. The way that he handled the situation was very disturbing and hurtful. Like he blamed her for it. He was ashamed. I just feel like I remember thinking to myself, because I watched a lot of like royalty shows back then, but I just remember thinking to myself, like, I knew that a woman's, her purity was very important back in royalty days, like when there were kings and queens, because it's how families bargained for goods and for money and for power and stuff like that. They married their daughters off, and they were given money, and they're called dowries or whatever. So I understand that that's where that energy come from. So it's like when somebody take that away from your daughter, men back then, they didn't know how to handle it. And it's like, as he felt like he would be judged for it, and a little girl ended up being it was very hard to watch. Like I didn't understand why it came up, why that came out. I never watched Little House on the Prairie before, but maybe it has something to do with the message in there for what's going down here or whatever. So maybe some tough lessons around stubbornness and just rigidness, and because adaptability, so rigidness and like strictness around masculine energy, the grandfather, because the grandfather passes down its ways of being and doing things to the children, to the sons, so I'm kind of feeling like it's going to have something to do with that. Okay. Just like that harsh way of like, because my grandfather, like I want to say he's from down south, like, so he did not play. This is my great grandfather, but he sort of raised us or whatever, and he was like very, very hard in the way that he raised. I was actually afraid of him, but now he's not here anymore, but we've made peace, even with him being on the other side now. Like, we've made peace with that, and I've found forgiveness and everything. I didn't have that specific situation happen to me, but I did get my ass beat where I felt like I was for something I felt like I didn't deserve. My feelings was hurt, and I held on to that for a long time. They was just regular stress. But you figure our ancestors is, our great grandparents, they came up at a time where they were in survival mode. They had to be strict, and you had to follow their rules because they had rules to follow. And if they didn't follow their rules, then that could possibly mean life, So it's what they knew. So there could be some healing around that. Artificial heart. Ooh, coldness. And that's under grandfather. Artificial heart. Yeah. Anger and chains. Wow. Yeah, that's That's very intense. It's like crying out. And this almost is given like a band-aid that is bleeding through. It's like something, a band-aid was put over a wound and left to, unattended to. That's what that looks like. And now it's just bleeding through. And it's definitely ready to be healed. Anger. Is this me? Colorless angel that showed up in another reading. Relationships. It's me. Losing yourself in relationships. This is kind of giving like losing yourself in relationships. And families. Anger is like being imprisoned by that anger. Yeah, because it's like, hearts turned cold, trying to ignore the pain, trying to ignore the emotions, and still resentment going on here. So I said this angel that card gives me like fallen angel. It's like lifeless, and it's like artificial, like not allowing yourself to feel in order to heal. I remember hearing some sweetness. You're needing some sweetness in your life. Let's flip some more cards over. I feel like this is like too much in the head. Like, because that masculine energy is like very intellectual energy. It's like, if it's not rational, then it just doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't got time to be tapping into my emotions. I don't got time to be allowing my emotions to lead me. What's emotions? Like, nah, I can't survive in this world, out here showing how I feel. What is this? Is this me? I cannot recognize myself, but I'm still me. It's like lost in relationships. Like you lost. It's like so it's like your family, your bloodline has a history of like losing themselves in relationships. Like becoming imprisoned and feeling like they're stuck with no love, no passion, unless it's anger and fighting. It's just like you're just there going through the motions, because that says artificial heart. It's kind of like pretending that there's love when really there's not. Like not knowing when to let go, or not knowing when to open your heart up, not knowing how to open your heart up. Like, your family could have been taught that you have to be hard in this world. This world is cold-hearted. This is giving me chaos. And this feels like burning with rage. Lost yourself behind all the fighting and the raging in relationships. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. And she definitely looks drained here. Like, it's like you're in your bloodline, there's a history of allowing people to steal your light. And this is giving me like a lot of these powers. Sacrifice was coming up a lot, so I'm surprised it didn't come up here. But it's like sacrificing for your family and your relationships because you were taught that that's what you're supposed to do like family over everything type thing. And not knowing who you are in that family because you're just doing what you were told that you're supposed to do. You're about to burst at the seams. Here, like, it looks like you're drained and feeling a little hopeless. But here she's like, man, listen, I don't know how much more I got in me, how much more I can take. So your ancestors, they allowed a lot of this stuff to go on. But They're like, no, ma'am, for you. It says, surrender to the wisdom of your body. Surrender your belief in scarcity. This could be fighting for, feeling like you have to fight for what it is that you want. Like there's not enough to go around. So listen, I'm in survival mode. I have to do what I have to do for my family. Yeah, so you need some sweetness. This is like, this is so, you need some joy. Surrender to joy. Artificial heart. Let's see. This is like going along with life. It's like just going along with life. Not really experiencing life. There's no color in your life. But it's crazy because it's almost like there's no passion, but there's tears here. Maybe you made your heart go, like you closed off your heart. This looks like tears. This look like bloody tears, and they look like they're slicing her face, kind of. Pretend, it could be pretending that your heart is cold. On the, like on the outside, you have your family were taught to show up with a protective shield up, show up to the world like it's a defense mechanism, like Ice Queen. Close off your heart. You were taught to show it's safer to be that way. Can't smile, don't laugh. People take advantage of that. You know, when really inside there's a lot of anxiety going on. There's a lot of worry. So there wasn't a lot of, fun times. And this could even be like working your work my fingers to the bone. That's genuine. I work my fingers to the bone. It's like tearing your body down. It's a colorless, it's like there's no life. There's no life here. There's no life here. There's definitely fire here, but that fire and passion is only being showed inside of the relationships. And I feel like when this is giving me like tower moments and chaos and all of that. When that happen, when you have tower moments in your life, it's because it's like the universe, your ancestors, your spirit guides want you to live. They want you to experience, to live a more colorful, fulfilled life. And it's like, you're not doing that. Okay. You're just too comfortable in this energy. So now we're about to knock some stuff down so you can like pay attention to what's going on. We can snap you out of this. And it could happen in your body. You probably learn a lot of harsh lessons about releasing some things through your body. Let's flip some more cards. It says, listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you're energized and happy, move forward. Allowing people to steal your joy out of comfort also. It's like not wanting to leave your comfort zone. It's like, listen, I'm not happy, but I don't want to rock the boat. I don't know what else is out there. I'd rather just settle for what I have. It's the safest route. Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not enjoying it, but like, I don't know what it could be worse out there. So your lineage could have a history of staying in situations and scenarios too long. So definitely, I knew it was Aquarius energy here. Trying to please everyone. Yeah. Like, and just going along just with the for the sake of, You think you keeping the peace, but really inside you're miserable, you know? So this is what you are, man, speak up about what it is that you want. Like, ugh, look at her. Look how she's looking over her. Um, let's get into these songs first before we get too far. The first song that I got is called Energy Budget by Tony Jones. I'll put it up there for you to write it down. Says, I recall all of my power back. Is really like a song of affirmations, and it's about reclaiming your energy back from everything and everyone that you were giving it away to, that was stealing it from you, sucking you dry, that was affecting your health. If you have issues with your body and your health, it's because they were stealing your joy, probably not just taking like your energy, but taking things that belong to you also. Okay, so it says, I recall all of my power and energy back to me. Whoever or whatever is living off of my light energy, it's time to run it back to me. Go get your own. That's giving me standing in your power. And it's also giving me because as I said, like your family have a history of losing themselves and probably being dominated by by masculine energy, by the men overpowering the feminine energy. I feel like for you, you probably was given a lot of your power over to people and just floating in the wind, going whatever way people wanted you to go, people pleasing, because I'm definitely getting like people pleasing energy. And that's mainly because you didn't know who you were. Because now I feel like you are learning who you were. Like something must have pissed you off. And then here it comes that tower moment. You probably tore everything down yourself. You probably said enough. You know, even if it was a fit, like could have like your body, you probably got tired of your body breaking down or whatever. But you could have said enough, and like she's about to rise up. And you were like, I've given too much to y'all, to things that don't add to me, that don't define me in any kind of way, that don't build me up, that don't even represent me, but I don't even know who I am. So let me snatch back my energy and go on and find out who I am and start building my life around that. So you could have knocked down, things around you that just didn't feel good to you anymore. Like, no, that didn't, like you probably got a vision or at least a feeling like what you want your life to look like or at least feel like, and you're like, this don't feel good, this don't feel good, it's chaotic, I need some peace in my life. I'm tired of this. I need some real, like, oh yeah, I feel like Uranus and Taurus energy is getting everybody, is knocking down everybody's foundations. If your foundations, if the core of who you are is not strong, it's being knocked down or shaken up, like heavily shaken up and shaking things off, like, you know what I mean, that don't represent you. That Uranus and Taurus is doing that. So it's like you could have actually went and did that yourself. It's like, enough. I can't take no more. You probably snapped out, walked away from so much. Like I feel like she's slamming down the knife right here, and it's like, I'm creating this split right here. I'm creating this earthquake right here. Shaking up things in your all your relationships. Like y'all get the hell away from me so I can find out who I am and what it is that I want. I'm let going all the traditions that y'all told us about family, all of that stuff to try to manipulate me, to keep me there, make me feel bad about, worrying about y'all over me. Like, no, that's gone. I'm learning who I am because I got Aquarius. It's like marching to the beat of your own drum now. doing what it is that you want to do for the sake of you. There's fear here. This is probably, yeah, this is like allowing people to like rule over you. And not doing things your way could have been giving you causing anxiety. Not living for you could have been causing, if you had any anxiety, and if you were experiencing anxiety, that's because you were being pushed to live for you. That's like, because that's one of your main lessons, that's one of the main things you're healing through your bloodline. So it shows up. It could also show up as power struggles in your relationships, so that you could put your foot down and pull your because Aquarius energy is rebellious. There is no holding down or stifling Sagittarius energy or Aquarius energy. So it's like the more you try to hold on, is the more they are rebelling and pulling back and fighting back. It's better just to allow them to flow, and then you just get in where you fit in with Aquarius and Sagittarius energy. So it's like, too many people were pulling on your energy, and you've said enough is enough. And you decided to remove blocks from your life, and you are on the road to living your wildest dreams, living your life to having joy and peace. And there are some spirit experiences that you had around these relationships that made you wise. They were painful, but they made you very wise. There are two clocks here. So there's some worry here, maybe around the decisions that you made, around letting go of a lot, or putting you first, putting yourself in the forefront, leaving chaos behind and putting yourself in the forefront. And you're feeling pressured. I'm feeling pressured. Like maybe you were feeling pressure from other people to do things that you didn't want to do. What is this? Surrender your addictions. It's like at one point, you weren't seeing things clearly. And there were probably some addictions that was going on that wasn't allowing you to see things clearly. But it's like now the mask is removed. And now that the mask is removed, you are seeing things clearly, and you're not liking, or you didn't like, you could have done this already, like, and you didn't like what you saw, or you could be about to go through this, not liking what you see and feeling like it needs to change, like now. And the people in your life need to adapt to it, or they need to move on. Because you're like, I'm not going back. Trying to please everyone, feeling rushed, like not being able to go at your own pace, move at your own pace, do what you want to do. It's time to talk sense. Like, I feel like you were being emotionally manipulated also. And that could be from family members. That comes from that grandfather energy also, the emotional manipulation. And you're getting curious. So right now you're in the process of getting curious about what makes you different, though. You're curious about, you're learning, you're trying to find who you are. You're learning who you are. You're being intuitively guided to express your emotions, your true emotions, and your feelings honestly. If you find yourself having anxiety, panic attacks, or anything, it's just pushing you. Just speak up, let it out. It's going to help you to release that energy. If you're not sleeping, you have some things on your mind that you need to get off. Let it out. Oh, it's going to make you feel so powerful. We have an emperor here next to meeting someone new, and also meeting your tribe. I'll come back to that. And we have, yeah, 10 of Wands, like moving away. But like moving, this is giving me like moving towards a more easier way of living, like not feeling like moving away, feeling like, yeah, look at that, because that's right up under there, like trying another way of living. You could also be about to leave a job or working for somebody else and deciding to take on, do your own thing or whatever, or, leaving relationships, because this is right up under relationships or whatever. The belief in scarcity. You could have been afraid. You probably got the nudge to leave this relationship a long time ago, but you probably thought that you couldn't do it on your own. Maybe you were being manipulated with money, like maybe this person, whoever it is in these relationships, were helping you out financially, and maybe you just thought that you couldn't do it on your own. But here I see you packing up and moving on, honey. It's like, I'm not climbing up this hill no more. Why? When I can walk on level, I can I can get so much more done. Look, the wind, her dress is blowing this way. So it's like the wind, spirit is pushing you to go this way. As much they're actually helping you. The wind is going this way, you're going this way, and you're picking up, you're gaining momentum because you're moving in the right direction. And you got some creative ideas also. Oh, this is creative fulfillment. You got some creative ideas that are going to end up being this is definitely end of successful. I mean, end of a cycle. Successful. You got them with you. But once you get, a little settled, you find somewhere and you get still and you start working them pace is going to start picking up for you. This says, when the world feel like it's coming crashing down around you, take that as, yeah, didn't I say that? I said like everything is crashing down, like you could have made it happen. The universe could have did it. That Uranus and Taurus is knocking down all these foundations that are faulty. It says, when the world feels like it's coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself. Is this me? Take this as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Yes, some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for, the crisis and the chaos. Your path has been clear. And it's like, look, how you get this path, this one path on this mountain? It's like spirit was like, listen, I'm going to clear the path for you. I'm going to put the lights out for you so that, you see enough. You see enough on your path to make that move. I just need you to make this decision to move and just go. It's a small path, it's a small window, but you have to make the decision. But once you get moving, the path is going to start to open up and get a little more comfortable for you. Look at that. I'm hearing you'll find support along the way. So you are trying another route. This one says, if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than a result of your actions. It don't matter. This is your life to live. Who cares about what they think about what you decided to do with your life? And that kind of goes to the second song that we got for you called... the name of it is Queen by Janelle Monáe and Erykah Badu. And she says, am I a freak for getting down? Yeah, I can't believe what they say about me. So you can't believe what people are saying about you. First of all, keep your eyes on your road. Keep on going. Don't worry about what they saying. Like it says here, that is a reflection of their fears, because they're afraid to break free and do what they want to do for them. And they're probably hoping that you fail, but guess what? You're not, because your steps are divinely guided. Okay, don't worry about what they think. Look at her. But she's behind you. Keep looking forward. judging. Don't that look like one of them judgy old ladies? Child, please. And it's so funny because in the little house on the prairie, there was this older lady with this nasty stink energy, and she gossips and everything. Like, she made life hell for this little girl in this town. Like, it's so disgusting. Like, and she remind me of this lady right here. And it was a little, she's older. This is a little girl, so these could be like older people gossiping about you. But you know, older people, they set in their ways, and they mad because they feel like their time has come and gone, and they didn't take opportunities that came to them. So they're mad because you're choosing to take opportunities for yourself. So it says, can't believe what they say about me. Walk in a room and they're throwing shade. They call you dirty because you break all the rules, but you just want to act a fool and enjoy your life. You just want to live your life. It's not about nobody else. You're not judging anybody else for the choices that they make, but you just know that you can't do it anymore. Okay? This is like, yeah, traditions. Like, you are breaking old traditions. So this could be family, this could be old family members also. Like, you're not walking the path that they want you to walk. It's that family over everything type energy. It's like, no matter what, it's my family, so I gotta. No, you do not. And your ancestors are saying, no, you do not, and no, you better not. They say they trump over everybody. Okay, they paved the way for them. How dare they try to stop you from what you're doing? When what you're doing is going to help them in the long run. So yeah, they're judging you. Says, am I a freak for getting down? Are you a freak for getting down or doing your own thing? They're judging you, looking at you like, who she thinks she is, to think like she's weird. How she think that that's going to work? Whatever it is that she's doing, like, how dare she think that that's going to work? That's stupid. That never worked for anybody before. Why would it work for her? It's that kind of energy. But here Spirit says, no, that makes you a queen, because queens lead and do what they want. They don't follow. Queens lead. So that don't make you a freak. That makes you a queen, honey, or a king. Life is just a play with no rehearsal. Will this be your final act? That's what I'm saying. It feels like you're like, listen, this is the final time, that the last time I'm dealing with this. Give me everything that I need to deal with to get this, to end this last cycle, this karma, whatever. You're like, give it all to me now. Yeah, it's painful. I know it's going to be painful, but you knew how powerful you were before you were born. It's just that we forget when we come here, you know? So you were trying to get this done and over with, because it said life is just a play with no rehearsal. Will this be your final act? And what is the price of fame? You're moving towards fame, and the price is letting go to people who are going to try to leech off of you. That's the price. You're up, but they want to cut you down. Stay up. Matter of fact, turn up and bask in all of your freakiness and weirdness. Like, shine that shit. I keep hearing like gloat. It's okay for you to gloat. You know what I mean? It's okay for you to get in your ego. Amplify what makes you different. If it makes others uncomfortable, then you are, my dear, going in the right direction. Okay? People are trying to ridicule you for going your own path or choosing to take your own path, but nah, you ain't come. Your life is not theirs. They don't get to dictate what you do with it. That's not what you're here for. Okay, let me finish these cards, and then I have the other song. It's kind of long. I might skim over it, but you guys can also go and listen to it yourself. That's Queen of Cups. That is Queen of Hearts there, and this is Queen of Cups right there. It's like right now, your emotions are all over the place, and that it's like pretty chaotic. But because you've kept your heart closed for so long and didn't allow yourself to feel, maybe even cried in the dark, but because you weren't expressing your emotions, right now they're going to look even more chaotic because they're wanting to like burst open. Because in order to learn to master them emotions, you have to first allow them, you have to open up the door so that they can come out. So you might actually feel like you're drowning in those emotions, but eventually you will learn to master those emotions. But the floodgates has opened, and they're going to show up in many ways. It's just a result of your healing. It's a sign of you healing your heart, healing your emotions. So it's okay. Let them flow. They might look like, they're drowning you, but it will balance itself out. It's just like you're waking them up. You're learning to use them. It's okay. And we have here, opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean. I'm hearing that's the fame that's going to do that. Some kind of fame. Opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. Stay self-focused. Be selfish with your time. And that's what that song is going to be about too. Don't allow your fear, like remove that, all of the things that that they have whispered in your ear, like all of the things that you're thinking about, what people are going to feel about the decisions that you chose, because this could be leaving a job also, the decision that you made about following your heart's desires. This is fear here. It's like you're choosing not to go the traditional route of um making money. You're choosing to thrive and not just survive anymore. And respectfully, that was our grandparents' way of doing things, but this is a new time and era. You guys don't have to, or we don't have to slave to make money anymore, and we don't have to continue to pour into other people's dream and not really get nothing out of it. Showed us we can do whatever it is that we want, and we can love what we're doing, and we can make money from it. So don't let the fear stop you from dreaming big, from choosing to continue on this path. But I feel like you've already made the decision to follow your passion. The fears could come up, and get in your head a little bit sometimes. Don't let it block your blessings. Don't let it keep you from moving. Keep moving, even if it's slowly, one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Things are going to be turned in your favor. Come on. Didn't this come up somewhere? People are gossiping about you. This says things are going to be turned in your favor. People that were against you, all of a sudden will be for you. Ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hands. Healing is taking place. Your heart is healing. This was upside down, but it's okay that it's upside down. Your emotions are balancing each other out. Right now it looks chaotic, but it's safe. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know who this new person is. Let me see. I feel like this is you. This is you honoring your masculine energy, allowing yourself. Ooh, it's like playing chess, not checkers. You're strategizing your life more. Although there could be someone with that emperor energy, divine masculine partner coming into your life as you heal. Then you open up your heart and you move out of that masculine energy yourself, and you open up your heart and leave space for your divine masculine partner to come in and fill that space up for you. Okay, but you're healing your masculine and your feminine energies, like trying to bring them into balance. But you're also taking authority over your own life, stepping into your power. You yourself are a natural leader. You just don't know it yet. You're learning to think for yourself and take action in your own life. Healers, this is the healer. This is the healer stone. Looking for truth and true perception, logic, clarity, finding clarity. This is, you're being activated. And then joy is, you're cultivating joy. So it's like your ancestors are like, listen, don't worry. The path that we took does not have to be the path for you. It's okay. You're not letting them down. You're not disappointing them. They understand because they could only take us but so far. They don't expect you to take the route that they took. They expect you to go way beyond what they did. Their way of doing things only could take you and your family but so far. Now what? Your ancestors are ready for your family to level up. How is that going? It's not going to happen with everybody doing things the same way and everybody following behind each other. Like, it takes somebody that thinks differently, sees life differently, feels differently to come in and just switch everything all around. And this is you choosing to just go in a whole nother direction and take the family in another direction. They are gonna thank you later for it. Watch. But unfortunately, you are now calling back your power. Here's Energy Budget by Tony Jones. You're calling back your power. You're learning about setting boundaries around, after you see how everybody abandoned you. You are learning to take back your power. And oh yeah, breaking these chains. You learn to take back your power and set boundaries around your energy and not allow people. There was psychic attacks going on with you too. People were psychically attacking you, telepathically. If you found yourself at one moment you feeling good about yourself, and the next minute there's all this self-doubt. Yeah, that's psychic attacks. It could be people sending energy your way. Your third eye is like, ooh, intense. It's money. Your third eye is money. You're probably gonna start a career around that. So whoever or whatever is living off my light energy, it's time to run it back to me, honey. Go get your own. So this is vampires. This is cutting off vampires. You are emotionally gifted, so guard your emotions, especially while you are trying to balance out everything. You are ascending. But balance it, guard it with wisdom, be wise and be firm. That is a healthy way that you can use that masculine energy, that grandfather stern energy. Be stern with your energy and with the people who don't mean you well. Okay, it's okay. If I don't care if they think you being nasty, you being a bitch, whatever. You're healing and you need to be protected while you're healing. So you're going to have to be the one to protect your own energy. Don't be so generous with your time and your energy. Practice discernment. See who's really deserving to receive your love and your energy and your empathy and your nurturing energy. See who deserves it. See who knows what to do with that. Are they using it properly when you give it to them? Are they reciprocating that energy? Are they giving it back to you? Or are they just take, come to you and they just throw up everything on you and then they leave and now you're feeling like crap. But then when you're feeling down, there's nobody for you to turn to. Okay? You have the right to tell people what they don't want to hear for the sake of setting your own boundaries. It's like your life is yours. And understand that these experiences with these people not caring for you was to teach you your worth. It was teach you your worth, and also to teach you how to budget your emotions and your energy and your time. Teach you how to organize it and not to just throw it all out at everybody just freely. Time is money. Your energy is money. It's very valuable. Okay. Also, don't exhaust yourself on people who aren't listening to you. And your throat chakra, if you having throat chakra issues, that's because Either you're over explaining yourself to people, or you're not speaking up when you should be speaking up for yourself. People pleasing, hoping in the hopes that people will, be happy with you. They won't get mad. Okay. People pleasing actually comes from fear. It does not come from love, you know. And people sense fear. They will continue to take from you, honey. And no more, when you let your no be your no. When you tell people what you're doing, leave it at that. You ain't got to justify nothing. Or you could just walk away, and you don't have to justify anything. You are releasing old emotional ties to people. When you start to rebuild, which, after your healing, you're going to start to rebuild, structure your life with knowledge, friends, nutrition, everything about your life. Build it with only things that benefit you and feel good to you. Okay. And just understand, people try to make you feel bad for cutting them off. No, your cutoffs are not personal, they are spiritual. And your spiritual choices are not up for discussion. Neither are your personal ones, but they're not up for discussion. That's a contract that you made with your higher self, your soul, your spirit guides. They are not up for discussion with anybody else. You are not the caretaker of those who want to stay asleep. And so you're releasing a programming of being overly responsible for or feeling like you have to be overly responsible for the happiness of others. Ask spirit and your spirit guides to show you who is safe and worthy of your intimate energy also. So this is intimate relationships also. Be sure before stepping back into, because somebody might be coming in. Ask spirit to show you if they're safe enough for you to open up to. If you don't feel like you can be open and vulnerable with this person, like seriously, if there are any red flags, then that means no. Okay. Focus your energy on those who see you and respect you, not those who choose to stay stuck in their own false stories about you and try to make you stay stuck in those stories. Okay? There's no more playing nice. Only give what you are being given, energetically, monetarily, physically, whatever. Only give. If somebody give you a little bit, then you only give a little bit back. If somebody give you a lot, if you have a lot to give, then you give it back. You give what you can, make people match your energy. Okay. This keeps your own energy bank from being overdrafted, or it keeps you from being drained and sucked dry by energy vampires. You're learning to see your worth. A lot of these people you let go out of your life, you have actually bonded with out of trauma. You're not doing it anymore. You're a high vibrational being. You really need to keep your energy high. So basically, just pay attention to anything that don't feel good to you. You allow your feelings. This is why your heart needed to be open, and you feel you needed to wake up your senses so that you can feel everything around you. So you could feel it's going to be your defense, your fence, your emotions. So you could feel when something is off, and then you could take action. You won't, have to wait until it's too late, and now your world is chaotic all over again because you missed all of the red flags. Your emotions are going to pick up on the red flags, and also watch the activities, conversations, things that you're watching, because they affect your energy as well. Okay. Ooh, that was long, you guys. But yeah, that is it. Healing is taking place, my love. You guys are breaking those old patriarchal cycles in your life and in your bloodline. You are coming through with something different. And it's not going to feel good and not even look right to the people in your family, because nobody else has done it before. But you're here to do it. You're paving a new way for the newer generation that's going to come after you, for your legacy, your grandchildren. Okay. Thanks for watching, my love. Please go and subscribe. Get your music from down in the description box. Hit that notification button. And until next time, peace. Please leave me some feedback.